Three, two, one. And we are live. Hello, guys. Welcome to Geek Society. I'm Nona Prince and I'm joined by Mr. Abhijeet Kenny.
Hey
Where to
guys,
begin from? He's a comic book artist, he's an illustrator, he's my teacher, a friend, a mentor, an inspiration, many, many things. So, thank you, sir, for joining.
thanks Gusekandar for all the lovely words. Yeah, these intros always keep getting better and better. I enjoy being part of your shows, and it's amazing that we get to speak about such wonderful shows and movies that keep coming up, and I'm totally looking forward to this session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. And yeah, I do rehearse these intros, so I do put in
Good stuff.
effort. But guys, welcome to the Geek Talk. This is a podcast, and today we'll be talking about The Boys, Stranger Things, Miss Marvel. We'll delve into more Marvel stuff. We'll get into our Comic Con predictions. So we'll all that, and more people will be joining us through the stream. But first, sir, quickly. First of all, it was so hard to find people who have seen all three shows. So
Really?
how difficult or easy it is to keep up with everything, and that too
Yeah.
now you have more stuff to in your personal life.
Yeah. Now with my daddy duties added to my everyday chores and deadlines, it becomes a little bit of a stretch. But you're right. Watching all three, keeping yourself updated with all three is kind of a tight
Yeah,
situation because you're kind of keeping track. Aaj Wednesday hai, aaj Friday hai, and uh, but I think this is a good time to be in that space where you're like a geek who's totally bombarded with so much good content. um,
yeah,
it's worth the stretch, but yes, it becomes difficult because all day long, and these episodes are not short, right? They're
yeah,
almost like an hour. And if you get to Stranger Things, the finale was like a 2 hour long. In fact, all the episodes are long. So it's
yeah,
very difficult that way, assigning time. And there are times when I don't watch these episodes in one stretch. I split up. There'll be a usual, like, a phone call and need to step out somewhere, but I do manage to catch these one way or another, so that I don't have to dodge spoilers on social media. That is the biggest problem.
yeah.
You open any social media platform, there are spoilers. So to avoid that, first things first, get this out of the way.
But do you prefer the weekly shows or do you prefer the binge version?
I have started to like the weekly format because you get that feeling there's something to look forward to on
Yeah,
streaming. Because you binge wala, you finish in 3 days and you're done. But this thing keeps you going and interested for the next 1 month. So I think this weekly thing, I got started with the Watchmen TV show last to last year.
yeah. The
That is where I got into the weekly episodes thing, and then I'm seeing a lot of shows today are doing that format. So I am enjoying it.
it's really like the binge. Suddenly, everyone wanted to binge stuff, and how it like the revolution came from Netflix, and suddenly we are going back to that weekly stuff now.
Yeah, TV
Yeah,
feels
it's
like
yeah,
TV over again.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think recently, I think Eric Ripley only said that don't make so TV series is not a 10-hour long cinema. Don't
Mm.
bullshit me. And he used some stronger
Wow.
words. I'll not
Wow.
use them here. But like he said, when you're making TV, you have to make it entertaining. And I think
Yes.
both Boys and the Disney Plus shows follow that thing of
Yeah.
coming back. Oh, they leave something big, and then you have to come back in the next episode.
Correct, correct. I think that hook is needed, and I think OTT streaming platforms, the format is so. Uh, it's kind of like an unsaid rule, right? Leave
Yeah,
something at the end for people to come back to it. So much so that I've started hating on TV shows which jabardasti, for the sake of it, they put something in the end which probably doesn't even need to be there, and they leave shows halfway. This is the problem I've had with Indian shows mostly. They leave stuff without any closure. This is my problem.
okay.
But with shows like these, there's something for you to feel that acha, this story is over. There's a little something for the next time. So I totally got to watch this. I like that.
Which like can you give me an example?
Of Indian
Yeah,
shows, okay, there's Kali Kali Aankhein,
I've not
which
seen it.
left me so frustrated at the end. And then there was The Great Indian Murder, which is on Hotstar. Oh
No.
my god. Uh, Give us some closure, guys. I mean, just don't leave things absolutely in midair. You wasted our, whatever, 1 hour long episodes, 10 episodes, 10 hours for nothing. For nothing. That is the worst thing. And there are several others. I can't place them right now,
Hmm.
but these two especially left me very, very frustrated.
So I just put in the Summer High Parth welcome. He has already ranked all three shows according to him.
Ah, cool.
So for him, Boys is number one, Stranger Things 2, and Marvel 3. But what about you?
Nice.
How would you not rate them, but rank them according to your preference?
Well, then definitely Boys is up there, number one. Second would be Stranger Things, and third would
Okay.
be Miss Marvel. That's a close. I think the finale got me to do it. I was expecting so much more out of Miss Marvel the way it started out.
Yeah.
And this is also to say that Stranger Things left me a little unhappy at the end. I was not entirely on board with the finale. However, if I have to rank the three of them, this is the way I would go.
All right.
How about you?
For me, I don't know. Miss Marvel, I think just hits so like that
Closer to
part
home?
of yeah. Like I think I'm biased with it, and like there are issues with the show, but we'll come to that. But it's
Sure.
just so it just feels so
Yeah,
like a part of me is in MCU now.
that's right.
So I
That's right.
think because of that, then I definitely okay. See, if I analyze and say, then I think The Boys is the better show,
Right.
then Stranger Things, and then Miss Marvel. But according to my preference, I would say Miss Marvel first, then The Boys, and then Stranger Things.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
So
That's amazing.
yeah, but we will get okay. I just have to show you. I just made some notes how to go about this.
Very cool. Very cool. Notes always
professional,
nice.
professional guys. Subscribe to the
Yes.
channel.
Yeah, is pro stuff happening here.
All right. So let's begin with The Boys.
Yes. We shall.
Uh, what were your expectations, and then your overview of the this season?
See, with the boys, I've always enjoyed the seasons. I never found the previous two seasons also having a down and up. It was pretty consistent. But I think season three just went higher than the first two. My expectations, well, honestly, we all know that okay, there's a villain Homelander and then there's Butcher, so there's definitely going to be some progress in where they are at the end of season three. Uh, it was a very weird relation between. We are talking spoilers, right?
Yeah, the spoiler alert on the screen, so
Yeah, all right, cool.
everyone spoiler alert.
So at the end of it, there's a very weird couple of moments where you never saw these coming, where Homelander and Butcher for that one split second kind of team up
Yeah,
against Soldier Boy, unexpected, and I think the characters were. I mean, Soldier Boy, what a character that was.
yeah,
You hate him, but I think Jensen Ackles totally owned it. Yeah, I mean, every moment he was on screen, that man owned that scene. So I think I really enjoyed the characters this time around. All the small characters as well. Mindstorm, what they are, what they stand for. Black Noir. I was
oh
so
my god,
sad. I was
yeah,
so sad. It was such a s- unexpected and unnecessary death. I mean, it's Black Noir, right? I expected him to be the twist in the end where he
yeah.
saves the day, but no, he's just dead. So I
And
think,
just after when you've given us the backstory, like with the
yeah,
cartoons and
very
everything,
sad
yeah,
backstory. Very sad backstory. So I think at the end, I would say that season three had a lot of emotional, क्या बोलते हैं, extras that I had as compared to the first two, and the characters. I think I loved the characters this time around, and there was a lot at stake.
yeah.
And this entire relation between Butcher and Homelander is now at a very, very interesting point, especially with Ryan. I hate that character, Ryan. I think that character just ruins everything that's going on. But I think I know why they are adding this guy here.
They kind of reversed it, right?
They
Because
did. They
Ryan was with Butcher last
Butcher.
season, and they just flipped.
Now here's the thing. I didn't like the fact that he just pushes this guy away rudely and then he starts hating Butcher. There was no need for that.
Yeah,
He could have just said, "I'm going to be away for a few days. Chill. I'm going to come back to you." Because he's so rude to him, and of course it shows how Butcher's upbringing also was. He now is pro Homelander, who's his biological father. So it's a very complicated situation. And I really like the boys for that. MM's backstory, we know
yeah,
why he has OCD to that level. I really like Kimiko and Frenchie's situation. And of course, Herogasm, for whatever we got in India, was censored as
yeah,
anything. But whatever it was, I mean, it's so much of humor, so much of social commentary. Whatever's happening in the states
yeah,
is shown in such a way in the boys that you kind of spot all these situations and say, "Oh yeah, this happened, this happened." I know this. This came in the news.
Yeah.
That's why I love the show.
Yeah. Uh, Parth is saying I never said not that Parth, huh?
Okay.
I was okay. He's talking about Stranger Things now. Nothing can replace the heroism fight. Jensen Ackles nailed it.
Yep.
Uh,
I
that
agree.
fight, I that was the biggest moment for me. When the first
The
fight
the three of
happens,
them.
yeah,
Oh
that
boy,
was
that.
outstanding. And that the face he makes, Homelander when he sees Butcher like lasers him.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god! And then Huey also comes in and oh my god, that was
Three of them
outstanding.
against Homelander.
Yeah,
That was, I think that was the $1 million sequence right there, and the standoff between Soldier Boy and Homelander.
yeah.
Like, you think you're tough, you think you're strong. You're wearing a cape, buddy. Oh my god, that guy clinches it, and I was. I mean, this is why we are geeks, right?
It's like R-rated Superman fighting R-rated Captain America.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Everything that we have discussed as part of all the history classes we've had,
Yeah.
inverse it, and you have this.
It was. I think it was also because we were building up to it, but I like it felt like a finale. I think that's what
Yes.
throws you off. That
Yes.
oh my god, they're already like
Yes.
taking him down, kind of. You
Correct.
know, you're like
Correct.
you have shown your cards, and then
Correct.
up still. Oh, it's not done yet. We'll have a finale also after that.
Correct. Plus, they had already announced season 4,
Yeah,
and so we knew this is not going to be the end of Homelander. this
yeah.
is not. This is not the way he'll go down.
Parth is asking, do you think season 4 will be the finale? Also knowing
I think
that there are also spin-off shows coming now.
boy spin-off shows. I am not aware of
It's
this.
like
Is it? Oh, the youngsters,
yeah,
the
I
Generation
think the
V.
yeah Generation V, yeah, some Gen V
Oh,
something.
I thought that was kind of like a thing that they
No,
do
they
on social
casted
media.
actors.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay, interesting. I think this should end, boys, season 4, because now Butcher was also terminally ill, and there'll be that angle to it. So I think it's fine if they wrap it up, because I
yeah,
like series which kind of end it. So I hope it ends with season 4. You can't just keep going on and on with the same plot. But I'm sure season 4 is going to be even more uh, whatever we had in season 3 into probably 5.
yeah.
You know, it's going to be insane.
You know, one what you can say expectation or a theory I have that will happen in season 4 is Deep and his wife
Right?
having a this court case, just like Johnny Depp, like Amber Heard thing,
Oh,
and his
yes.
name
Oh,
is Deep,
yes.
so it'll be Deep versus her.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And then the
That they're
dialogue
gonna do
there will
that.
be my octopus stepped on a bee. Oh, yes. I'm
Oh
sure
my
that's going to
god.
happen. Now that you
Yeah.
said it, you're absolutely right. And I think the entire angle of Ryan will come through where I think Ryan is the guy who kills Homelander in the end. Right?
Have
It's,
you read the comics, like
I
the
haven't
last
read them in
issues?
totality. No,
Yeah.
I haven't. But I do know that Butcher actually kills off everyone and
Yeah.
then dies himself. But I don't
So there are
know.
theories that Butcher will, take permanent V, which
Okay.
will kind of cure him, but he'll become like a monster kind of person.
Oh,
That's a theory. I don't know what they're gonna do.
okay. Interesting.
I
Interesting.
want a spin-off miniseries on Soldier Boy, but
Hmm.
they kind of like, is there anything left? Like that whole moment, right? I had a point actually about Soldier Boy. I felt he was underused, and we
Yeah.
never got because I think it was episode 4 at the last minute we finally get
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
and then next episode he's halfway just killing people. Then
Yes.
so we only get one moment in the finale, I think, with Butcher when he tells what his backstory himself. That my father didn't,
Yeah.
think I
Yeah.
can do anything. Then I went there, became what experiment, came back as a hero, war hero, and he
He
still
thought
said,
I took
yeah,
a shortcut.
yeah. I think that moment really his performance
Yeah.
and that moment hit me. But other than
Yeah.
that, we never because I was
Yeah.
at the end confused. So we only got Black Noir's version. So I should believe him what he's saying, or did this guy was really a bad guy, or just like Homelander, bigoted man and all. So
Well,
I really felt confused.
in a way that Grace Mallory has also told us what he did during the
Yeah,
payback days in Nicaragua. Oh my God, that name is a tongue twister. But uh, I think yes, you're right. Where they introduced him proper at the end of at the end of episode 4, you say, right? I mean, I lost
yeah,
count, but there was a huge chunk without Jensen Ackles, and people on social media were like, "Y'all promised us Jensen Ackles, and he was
Yeah.
in the promos.
And he's like a
Where is
big
he?"
fan following post
Yeah,
Supernatural.
yeah,
Yeah.
because Supernatural. I haven't followed Supernatural, but I know a lot of people who are fans of that series. And I think Eric Kripke is the guy who
He created
he
it.
was the director,
Yeah.
yeah, creator of Supernatural. So it was pretty late for them to introduce Soldier Boy, but but yeah, a spin-off would be interesting. But what would they do there is a question. Maybe the early battles, or
The
maybe
war
he's
or
still
maybe.
frozen, right? He's still
Yeah.
taken into that cryo sleep.
I
So
like they didn't
maybe,
kill him because I thought both of. I was like, they
yeah,
cannot die because last time also when he exploded, he didn't die.
yeah. But this
So,
time they fall
yeah,
down and he's exploding. Yeah, but then I was happy that Queen May was still alive.
yeah,
I
that
like
was a
that.
good one.
I
Yeah,
like that character. I really like that character. I really hope they don't bring her again in it and then
yeah.
kill her in season 4. Oh, I think it's fine. She's done. But I
Maybe
think
like an end game thing that everyone just
yeah,
assembles.
yeah. But I'm sure there are going to be more deaths anyway. Like I was so shocked with Black Noir. Oh God.
That was
He
unexpected because
that,
I think because from the comics people know that he Black Noir was actually a clone of Homelander.
clone of
So
Homelander in the
everyone was
comics.
expecting that till season 3, and because
Correct.
in the past we got it's not the clone, it's someone else,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I mean, I don't know. The comics, I mean, I've read the plot points of the comics and it's really dark. It's so
yeah,
disturbing what he does. Black Noir is like the main villain, even bigger than Homelander. But here, I really like the fact that they took him in a very sympathetic situation. We understand his backstory, who he is. They just kill him off.
yeah.
I was sad.
Maybe they bring like because people don't know, right? Black Noir is dead, so maybe they can bring someone else to replace Black Noir.
Or he's not dead at all. You know how comics
Yeah,
work, right?
yeah,
No one stays dead. But we did see his insides were out.
yeah,
But again, that's something that they can always say he suddenly was injected with more V and then he self healed or whatever.
but
Who
I really
knows?
like that dialogue. When Homelander says that I always could see through your mask. I always
Yeah,
saw that burned side of you, and whenever you're happy,
right.
and oh my god, and
Yeah.
that hero diabolical episode.
Yes,
This
the last
that
one.
scene actually connects to that, right?
Yes, yes,
In a
yes,
way,
yes,
so
yes. The first misadventure or the
yeah,
adventure that Homelander has, and he messes up big time.
yeah,
Yeah, so they connected that to the Diabolical series, which, like we just were speaking before we went live, that was a fantastic lead up to season 3. I
and I
enjoyed that
love that
series.
even in that just 10-15 minutes episodes,
That's it.
even
Yeah.
there they have some social thing they are talking
Correct.
about,
Correct.
right? I
Correct.
think that
Correct.
episode where all the neglected kids
Children.
they go and take
Yes.
revenge. Oh
Oh
my
man,
god.
that was so disturbing. I really cringed so hard at a couple of, because it was disturbing. Cringe not for cringe sake. It was very disturbing. But I like. I mean, as animation, having learned animation, having studied or taught animation. I mean, you and I would relate a lot. We would notice a lot more of the animation technicalities and
Yeah,
love the animation styles they use.
and all are different. All episodes are
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It totally reminded me of Animatrix, which was released before Matrix Revolutions came out.
Okay.
So it was supposed to link whatever's happened before the Matrix or during the Matrix with the last movie. If you haven't watched it, please catch the Animatrix. It's a fantastic collection of short animated Matrix stories, different styles.
That's a good recommendation, guys.
Yeah,
Definitely
please
check
please
it
do.
out.
Yes.
And there were more things about it. I'll just go through my notes also. We talked about Black Noir, Maeve. We talked about the censorship also. Uh,
Yes. Yes. Oh my God.
that was like the first
Because
episode, that scene of the Ant-Man. That was, we were watching it live, like we were doing a live reaction, and it
I
was
know.
blurred. I'm like, dude, Amazon blurred, like they blurred it. Oh wow. And then I went on Twitter and like, oh, it was censored for India.
Yeah, in fact, when I saw it, I actually didn't realize that there are scenes cut as well.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I saw the blur. I said, okay. There was also one religious remark that
Yeah,
Homelander
they beeped
makes.
it.
They
Yeah.
beeped it, but I really didn't notice the censorship to that point. After while I watched Herogasm was where I realized, okay, there's something terribly wrong here, because Every
You
shot was
zoomed in
looking
and
so
yeah,
incomplete.
yeah,
Yeah, and you're like, what is the payoff? What is happening? That's when I realized this is massively cut. That is so sad. And I agree with a few comments I read on Twitter saying we are paying for this
yeah.
content. It's not even like it's free or whatever, and you're still censoring it for us. And it's OTT, it's self-regulation. I don't know, yeah. I mean,
I think it's also because of the new law that has been passed that every
yes,
yeah,
yeah, that's true, but
they're just going
I don't.
safe side. Like I don't think anyone complained, but they
Yeah,
themselves
but
are
then
self.
but then it's
Yeah,
an Amazon show. They know that it's going to be like this.
yeah,
So when you're airing it in different countries, apparently not just India, a lot of other
yeah,
countries also
yeah.
had cuts in it. So there was a video on YouTube where someone had inverted a screen grab of what's happening in the episode. I saw that. I saw that, and I realized it wasn't far off from whatever we
Yeah.
saw. It wasn't like
Like
this
I've
extra,
someone watched and like they said that it's not nothing, too
nothing
much
extra.
that they
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
Nothing much. Yeah,
exactly. We could have seen it, but it just left us annoyed. And Hirokazam was the best episode, not just for the
yeah,
perverse stuff that is happening, but I think story-wise also so much happens there. It just left me annoyed, very annoyed. Even the cow scene, oh my god, the trailer
yeah.
shows Homelander milking a cow. That was censored. Why?
I'll not go there.
I was
But
so
that
disappointed.
reminds me of A Train. He had a interesting arc. I
He
think
had an
last
interesting arc.
season he didn't really have much. He was just going through
Yeah,
motions, nothing
yeah,
much. That was
pun
also
intended. Yeah,
with
going through
the
the
deep and
motions.
all. But this season, I think he really had something,
Yeah,
and I
I
think
think he
that
has.
nothing can be like so sad that he's alive because of a racist.
Correct.
you know?
He's tried to deliver justice somewhere, and he's now alive because of that
Yeah,
guy he has hated. I think his arc is quite. He still wants to be on good terms with Homelander, which is why he gives away
yeah,
Supersonic's
yeah, yeah,
location. I was wondering that he's really redeemed himself, but there he goes again and reveals his location to Homelander and kills off Supersonic. I was like, this guy's still bad, but वो होता है ना खुद पे आता है तब people
yeah.
change. So that's what happened with him, right? The brothers angle. And I think that, and he apologizes to Huey, and Huey is
Oh my,
shocked that
that
he's
was
actually
yeah.
apologized. Yeah, what do you do then? I think I like that arc.
Like I think that's what I love. It's not like some people say, oh, it's a violence, it's gory, it's for adults and all. But if you're even not there, if they're not
Yeah,
shown blood or something, even then the character arcs, even a
absolutely.
Homelander, you feel for him when he's losing it.
Yes,
It's like he's like a ticking bomb throughout the show this
yes,
season,
yes,
and then
yes,
that his sad moments when he's just alone and I feel
yes.
I feel sympathy, man. This dude, we see why he's like this.
Yeah, he just wants to be loved,
Yeah,
and that's where he's screwing it up as well, because he's not had a parent, he's not had anyone to guide him through. But at the same time, he's a big a-hole.
yeah,
Like, how do you balance that? That's a brilliant character, by the way. What they've done for the television series, not the comic original. For the television series, they've written this very well, and I think he's acted fantastic. Tony Starr is, I think he's someone to watch out for.
yeah. And I think someone mentioned that he's being cast for some Marvel role also.
Yeah, as Dracula
Yeah,
apparently.
for Blade. So let's see.
Yeah.
Someone like don't waste him like Christian Bale.
Yeah, well, oh
We'll come
god,
to
are we,
that.
are we are we talking Thor as well?
Yeah,
Because that's
late.
another story altogether. How much of a wastage was that? Oh god. Yeah.
Uh, L Hussein says, "How will Butcher survive?" Big fan from UAE. Thank you. Who's fan?
I
Channel fan or Abhijeet sir's fan? That's the
it's
question.
definitely Nona Prince, guys. Nona Prince is the star here. हम लोग तो बस we are
अरे
byproducts of
sir.
your show. No, but I think that's a question I think you briefly answered while you were
Yeah.
talking about
So
the theories.
theory is
So
that he
we
will take the permanent V. So
yeah.
let's have a look. We didn't even talk about the vice presidential now,
Newman.
Newman and
Yes.
Edgar. I didn't see that coming. That was oh shit.
Stan Edgar's angle also. Every character had so much going on this time around. She is his daughter. She's had a dark past. Of course, we saw a little bit of it at the end of season 2. It was a shocker that time. Oh, she's the one who's popping heads.
Yeah.
but now you know what her real deal is, and she is so manipulative that she gets Stan Edgar off.
Like she
What?
is the daughter of Stan Edgar.
She is the daughter of Stan Edgar. So, and I like that actress.
Yeah,
I don't know her name, but I really like her presence on screen as well. Even the conversation with Homelander she has. You know, he
yeah,
sits and listens to her when she talks. So I really found her as a very, very strong character. And that's the thing with boys, right? The female characters are equally strong or stronger
yeah,
than the male ones, and that is something even they have addressed with the Starlight and Huey relationship.
yeah,
Why should you always save me? That male ego that he has, he feels sad, but he wants to do something for her. She doesn't need it. I think that's also a nice mirror of the times when it comes to a lot of gender talks out there in society. I think that's why the show is lovely.
yeah. I did feel his arc really didn't work for me that much.
Huey's,
Yeah, that at the end, it didn't feel like it's his choice of not taking it. It's like Butcher didn't let him. Like he beat, like knocked him out in that
yeah, the
thing,
last bit,
and at
right?
the end they do that. Oh, there was some left, and he picked it up, and
Ha,
Starlight is getting beaten up. Should I take it? Like no, that moment, like it's the end of the, like she will
yeah,
die. So that time you may take it, so that doesn't resolve your arc of, oh no,
yeah.
you have learned your lesson. So that
But
then,
by then he already knows, right, that it's going to be fatal,
yeah,
that he
yeah.
takes more. But
I
here's
felt
the
like
guy he was ready to die when Homelander was cornered by all of them, and Butcher tells him to leave. He says,
yeah,
"No freaking way."
yeah,
So he was ready to die there, but in the end, because of this, he says, "You know what? I am okay without this." I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Huey has always been the weaker of everyone, like even figuratively, metaphorically, whatever you call it. But I think him being there also is kind of like this MacGuffin, that he saves. Suddenly he appears and saves them. I think that was an unexpected twist right there.
yeah.
Even there, he embarrasses himself. He teleports without clothes.
That was
I feel
funny.
for him. I feel for him.
But we started the season with the release of What Cut.
Oh yeah,
That was so hilarious.
the Burke cut, I guess, no? The Rise
I
of the
think
Seven.
they were doing this promotion thing, so on Twitter they act like they are real.
Yeah, that's right.
So and Zack Snyder shared it. Him saying, "Oh, like he put out a video, fans, I'm so thank you to you. It's happening before, I think before the season premiered. Thank you for
Really?
it. The work cut is happening. We did it. No streaming plus what plus show, nothing like that. All 4 hours you'll get it." And then
Wow.
Zack Snyder tweeted it like all the best.
Wow, really? I
And
didn't know
Eric
this.
Ripley, everyone in the comments, so thank you, man. This is amazing.
Amazing. No, this I didn't know. This is so cool. This is why I think they have a very meta existence out there, and everyone's part of it. Even that what was that video that they spoofed with the celebrity singing that song, which apparently was a spoof
Yeah.
of Gal
Of yeah,
Gadot's.
yeah, yeah. During
Yeah,
COVID, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Nice. So yeah, I mean, which is why I think the boys for me stands taller than the other series for all these reasons. I kind of wanted to know where this is going, and it's left me at a very very interesting point for the next season. 2 more years, I guess, till we get the next one, but I think it'll be worth the wait.
I did feel there was a little convenient writing in the finale.
Uh,
Like even the way Starlight just enters what after doing that Insta live
uh,
and gets, so like small things. Even the finale, how they just easily get in what, and
yeah,
so. But I think it's fine. It's, yeah, you don't
yeah.
care about these
That's
things.
that's something that I think most of the shows have. With finales, they usually have some of the other screw ups. Convenience is always there. Uh, you're right. I mean, there are moments that you would say like, "How did this happen?" But I
Yeah,
think this is the thing with a lot of TV shows today: convenience.
yeah.
And I think this is going to come out even more with Miss Marvel and
Oh,
Stranger Things.
yeah,
Yeah, but then the writing I think is the star for boys.
yeah. Uh, Also, the bromance between Huey and Butcher.
Yes,
Did you see
yes.
Triple R?
I did. I think nowadays the bromance benchmark is Triple R,
Yeah.
right?
I'm just
And
loving all the accolades getting in the US.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All these
Every
directors,
day
and
there's
I
some.
think today
Yeah,
James Gunn said that he really enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah, Scott Derrickson, I think, shared something.
Wow.
So yeah, great things. But
Nice, nice.
yeah, I like
What a
that.
year! What a year it's been
Yeah,
for Indian cinema as well, right?
yeah.
Uh, and though that RRR was no less than a superhero movie itself.
Oh, I'm just. I've already seen it 3 times in theaters, 2 times at home, and I've been watching all these reactions by
Wow.
foreigners. And it's like the film is like big action set piece, something
Yes.
big, like six,
Yes.
7 times just keeps going, and you see this, they're going crazy. How
That's
is this
right.
happening? People losing their mind and the dance
That's right.
off and like everything is like perfect.
That's right. That's right. And even the CGI, everything fits so well in it.
Yeah. I
Loved it.
actually first time I saw it, Bahubali 2 is so,
Yeah.
close to my heart. I'm like nothing can beat that. But it's a
Right.
great movie. But the more I see it, the more I analyze it, break it down. I'll just talk about one scene. Oh, guys, we are digressing, sorry. So the whole scene, right, when the triple R shows up, title shows up, that whole scene actually sums up the whole movie. So Ramchand's character Ram bringing the flag,
Right.
and Bhim jumping to save the kid. So he has come to save Malli, and he has
Ah.
come here to save his country.
Oh
And
yeah.
over the course of it, he throws the flag to Bhim, and Bhim throws the kid to Ram. So
Kid to
Ram
Ram.
saves Malli,
Ah.
and he at the end comes and joins his hand and save the
Wow.
country.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I like, I'm just losing my
Yeah.
mind.
Lovely. I again things I probably would not have noticed, but I think this makes complete sense.
There's so
Yeah.
many things. And also, this also reminds me, I think someone made a video essay on Age of Ultron. How that whole party scene in the beginning
Yeah.
actually sums up the whole film. Like what each character will go and what will happen.
Is it
So yeah, so that's a really good video essay on that. I think
nice?
this all these video essays came together, and they have to do this one Marvel scene. So they took one scene from any Marvel film they love and broke it down and talked about it. I
Okay.
think there's a whole playlist. I'll share it with you.
Ah. Cool. Cool.
Uh, but I think that's it for our boys. Anything
Yeah.
else we didn't miss out, right? Yeah, we were talking about the romance and how we got Butcher's backstory, kind of how
Yeah.
the brother
Yeah.
relationship and everything.
Yep.
Again, just adding more, like it just makes sense whenever these characters commit some actions. We see what's, and we have to talk about the ending.
Yes.
MM's daughter's stepfather.
Such a. I
Oh my
hate that
god!
character so much.
And then just
Uh,
Ryan smiling. I'm like, this is the
I
worst
don't like
ending.
that character. I don't like Ryan at all. I think it just is too much of uh, you know, a liability in this storyline, because honestly, that I don't know how to even define this character, but I do know that they're going to do something about him versus Homelander eventually, because that guy is equally powerful apparently.
Yeah,
But that stepfather is such a tool, yeah. I mean, and he's designed that way, he's written that way
yeah.
so that we despise him. But he cheers at the end when Homelander, and what do they do, right? I mean, that's a Homelander right there. What else do they do but cheer? And then everyone cheers. This is what the
It's just
situation
too
is.
real.
Yeah,
It's
it
just too
is.
real.
It is. In
Yeah,
fact, you might even have noticed that guy when they stormed Capitol Hill in real life. This guy was wearing the
yeah.
horns and the American paint. They got that guy also in one of the protest scenes or something in The Boys. So this is very real to what happens in society outside. Whichever country it might be, but of course they pertain to the American system or whatever the American societal situations today. Very very annoying, but again very true to what might be the scene outside.
Yeah. And I like the fact that even if you are like blind to that, the show is still entertaining for you.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at least it will open your eyes, maybe with like
that's
after
true.
you watch the show and then you turn on the news, suddenly
That's
you
right.
can make correlations.
That's right. That's right.
I think
Very true.
that sense the show, yeah. I hope they get some Emmy nominations. They get
Yeah,
more,
I think last year did they
If they,
win? I think they were.
I don't know if they won. They did get nominated for something
Sure.
last year. I think best drama or something. Artist says Butcher is definitely going to die in the final season.
Yeah, I agree. I think he
Yeah,
will. I think he should, because that arc has gone that way. He's got nothing else to go back to, even his own team doesn't like him anymore, and he's got nothing to lose. So
Yeah.
I think the arc is going to go that way, but while going, he's going to take a few things down with him.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way it will be.
I like how with Kimiko and French's, they talked about nature versus nurture,
Yeah.
and like she, without even her powers, she ended up, killing people.
Yes.
And like,
Yes.
can she really change? And then Frenchie also goes to the same. That doesn't
Yes.
matter what I do, I'll go back to that
Still
being
be the
that. Yeah.
same. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that arc also is very human. You know, so many things happening there. This love story between them, but is it really a love story? We don't know. But I like that. I really like Karen Fukuhara. She's for whatever the mute character that she plays has really emoted very well.
Gatekeeper of Hell. Okay. Sorry. Okay, that's what I. What do you think? What's going to happen to the cat of Stormfront? She died.
She died. She died.
Yeah,
She's officially
we
dead.
are done with her. But that
She
scene when he finds
she
out,
chokes
like,
on her own
yeah,
tongue. Yeah.
kind of. But that scene where Homelander finds out the from All Star Superman trying to save the girl committing suicide.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I never made that relation. All Star.
That was
Oh
clear All Star,
yes.
right?
Oh yes. 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 Of course. Yes. Of course. Oh my
Like,
God.
I just love how they draw. But I have to say, people say this is like negative Superman. I'm like, no way. This is not negative Superman. Uh, what is that? Injustice is negative Superman.
Hmm.
This is not. This is like a crazy psychopath who has powers of
Ha.
Superman.
But pop culture has always been interested in seeing what if Superman turned against
Yeah,
all of us.
yeah,
This is one of the versions. What is another movie which had come out? Brightburn.
yeah.
I haven't seen that, but
That was
apparently
like
that's
kind
a
of a
direct,
horror take. Yeah, horror
correct,
take of it.
direct take and inverse take on.
With also Invincible, also with Omni Man.
Yes, even that,
Yeah,
an alien who's on Earth, uh, and it's actually kind of true, right? If you have all that power, why would you remain good? That's what even Lex Luthor says in Batman
yeah,
v Superman. Cannot be all good. So I
yeah.
think these are things that they just want to show that gone are the days with goody two shoes superheroes. Just be prepared for more negative gray areas.
Ashwin Thai, welcome. Anthony Starr is a very underrated actor. Yep. I think people are
Yeah.
fan casting him for Reverse Flash. Oh, that reminds me of the Flash movie.
Yeah, what's the scene with it? Is it happening? Is it releasing after all the
I
cases we've
think
been here?
DC. I think what I have heard is that they're just keeping it low, and they're hoping everything will be better or fine when the film comes out next year.
Damn.
So they're just it's like even when they try to do something good, they just have, now the actors is
Yeah.
doing.
First they had, Warner Brothers had the entire Johnny Depp angle, and
Yeah,
now when that is about to settle down, you get Ezra Miller.
it's like Warner Brothers is going through the same phase like Virat Kohli.
Yes. Oh God. Yes.
Hopefully they are winning today.
What's the score anyway?
No, it was not looking good. Let me check.
Not looking good at all.
Marvel and DC should both
No,
burn.
it's actually pretty decent. Oh, Rishabh Pant is
Lost one
playing
wicket.
pretty.
Oh,
We are 2-1-6
if
for
we don't
5.
lose wicket, I think we can win.
I love how this turned from geek stuff to cricket geeking.
He's on 84. Nice.
Interesting.
Oh, 71 Pandya got out.
Very
Hopefully they
interesting.
can take us home
Yeah.
from here.
So it's
All
not
right.
all gloomy at all. Yep.
But I think let's just take a look at the poll. 29% boys, 29% Stranger Things, 43% Miss Marvel. All right.
So is it according to the scale I gave first? Are they agreeing with that one? Boys first. Say that again. What's
It's Miss Marvel first,
oh, okay.
and both Stranger Things and boys are tied.
Okay.
So
So
that's quite interesting. Let's see by the end what happens.
where are you getting the poll and all? I'm
It's
not
in the
able to see
chat
it.
only. You'll be able to see it.
Chat.
All right. Let's move to Stranger Things, season 4.
Yes. Cue
I think.
music.
Even this
Officially.
they'll like copyright. Like it was too close to the original copyright.
Yes. You never know. No, but I love that theme song, that theme music, and there were times I just used to let it play because I wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding. Ding. Anyway,
Uh,
yes.
you are a
So we
90s
had.
kid, right? Not 80s kid.
I'm 80s born.
Okay. But
I'm
you
80s.
not remember, right?
No, I remember
The pop
80s.
culture,
At
80s
least
pop culture.
at least 88 onwards, 87, 88 onwards. I remember stuff. Ghostbusters, totally a fan. And I think I saw RoboCop in 1990. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I remember some of it. But Stranger Things totally hits that nerve, yeah, that nostalgia nerve.
What are your thoughts on this season?
I
Mike
love
haters in the chat, by the way.
who's there?
Mike haters.
Mike haters. Why poor thing? Yeah, Mike is not the only one you gotta hate on. You gotta hate on the writing when they killed Eddie. Why did they kill Eddie?
I think
Why?
someone mentioned, Parth mentioned that before.
What did he say? I'm sorry, I'm
That
missing the chats here. 1 second.
There's a worse death. How can they kill him? I was
Yeah,
never sad and frustrated about a character's death.
I completely agree. I- After that metal performance with Master of Puppets, oh my god. I said, this guy is so cool, and then he's dead. Anyway, yeah, so Mike haters, yeah, I get what you guys are getting at. Will certainly has a lot of memes also going this time around for the third wheel that he was all through.
Yeah.
But I felt for him, yeah, I totally felt for him.
That scene
Especially
was
that,
really good in the car. Yeah.
yeah, in the car where he just cries looking out. That's such a touching scene. And people again were like, how come Mike cannot hear the guy, his so-called best friend, is right next to him crying his heart out outside. But that's Mike for you.
But
But
overall
yeah,
thoughts?
I think the first few episodes till the time they left us for the second half of the what do they call it, the mid
Volume.
season,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever,
Volume 1, Volume 2.
volume 1, volume 2. So volume 1 was so bloody well written. Everything was kind of connected very well. Everything was going fine. And then volume 2 comes where I'm like, this is just A, way too long. B, not happy with a few choices made there. That Russian sequence was so long, and
Yeah.
it should have ended way back. They probably should have come back to Hawkins. And
Yeah.
I don't know why it was there. The and it didn't serve any purpose. I thought something they do there is going to get affected here, but that also didn't happen really, did it? I don't think
Like
so.
they made that upright, like if they kill those monsters, Vecna will get
Yeah, but
like his powers will. So I think,
yeah,
but like it's too far fetched kind of thing. Like who's
correct,
selling you this? Is this your theory?
correct,
Does it even work like that?
correct. And that Russian guard,
Yuri,
Antonov, no, what was
Yuri.
Yuri? Yuri was a helicopter pilot, right?
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about the guard
I
who
think I have
helps.
to open the.
Anat, I guess our viewers will help us with that. But he's now a traitor, a Russian traitor, because he's helping the Americans escape. But at the same time, this guy is like suddenly someone you feel that is so
Dimitri.
heroic. Dimitri.
Yeah,
His thing also I didn't really get. Okay, if he's a traitor to the Russians, automatically he becomes an American friend. What is his motive for the escape? What is the motive for him to help them so much?
yeah.
I didn't get it.
Like like thinking, dude, what about your kid? What about your family?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Now he says his kid is doesn't talk to him or something, right?
okay,
There's something about daddy issues and shows, huh, I must say. All these new shows and these superhero movies, every single one has daddy issues. But yeah, but overall, I think Volume One was brilliant. It was so well written. I don't know. I mean, now it has come to a point where now they say season 5 is going to be the last,
yeah.
and
I think they
thankfully so,
announced
because
that before season 4 came out.
yeah, that's right. And there's going to be a big time jump.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's going to go into the 90s.
I think someone's comparing like this is their Infinity War Endgame, season 4 and season 5.
Yeah, well, okay. I would I would agree with that. I think that's partly right because they've built it up to this point so far.
Yeah,
But my problem is not that. My problem is the fact that they are just uh, pulling things way, way too forward now. Should have ended at 4, I feel. 5 is going to be too exhausting, at least for me. What were your thoughts?
So for me, have you seen Dark?
I haven't. I haven't. It's one
Oh.
show that I've been recommended so often. I haven't seen it though.
So I don't know why like I think both came around the similar time and there were a lot of comparisons, but there's not comparison like plot wise or something. It's just like the feel of it,
Hmm.
the way I don't want to spoil it, but maybe the young characters are dealing with, so in a
Right.
very a small town, mysterious things happening kind of thing.
Sure. Sure.
Other than that, it's nothing. And Dark is one of the best thing ever made in the history of cinema.
Oh, is it?
There are 3 seasons, and it's like they know the end till from the start of the episode.
Acha.
So there's no lose moment, and it takes time. Like too heavy, like there are too many characters you have to take, and there's more stuff, but you have to be very like each episode you have to take in slowly everything. And
Nice.
that show, like when I saw that, right, I'm like, people are comparing with that with Stranger Things, and I see Stranger Things, I'm like, dude, this is like Salman Khan movie. And it's not nothing wrong, it's fun, it's enjoyable, a lot of convenient writing, and it's about having fun. I get it. Season 1 was really pretty good. Season 2 just a repetitive same thing over
Yeah.
again. Season
Yes.
3
Yes.
again
Yes.
same thing over thing. And I was
Yes.
not really into Stranger Things anymore, but then season 4, okay, let's check it out. And I think season 4 is the best till now.
Yeah, because I think it started off as a pure horror.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty graphic. It was actually scary.
yeah.
I loved that. So yes, it was a fresh take on Stranger Things. But
It just there. I'm excited for next season, kind of. And
hmm,
I, there's nothing to be excited about Stranger Things. Like,
right,
oh, fun 8 episodes, go, fun, enjoy, done. But like, I'm excited to see what happens next. There
right,
were so many moments I was cheering for the characters because
right.
there's a build up. I think when 11 shows up in the her mind, Max's mind.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like
And
I'm
there's nothing.
cheering, yes, 11 showed up
Yes.
now, fight. So like that excitement was never there.
Oh, the one when she's alive. I mean, the one where there's actually the showdown. Because later, again in the hospital, she enters her mind. There's nothing.
No, no, I'm talking
Uh,
about when she
yeah,
fights Vecna. She controls
yeah,
Vecna like
while
this. Yeah,
while she's fighting Vecna. Yeah, yeah, these were fantastic moments, and especially the Kate Bush song, which has now become such a thing that it has
yeah.
whatever
I think it's
the
number
interest
one
in.
on iTunes now.
Apparently, yes,
Yeah,
and that sequence with Max escaping the first time
yeah.
was brilliant. I think it synced with that song so well. Uh, but yeah, like it was nice, but I think the finale, the last 2 episodes could have been so much better. Just that Russian sequence ruined it for me, I feel.
That was. It took, I think, 3 episodes, 3 or 4 episodes, them to just reach Russia. The whole
Yeah,
comedy they were doing together
correct,
was not working. I'm like,
correct.
I wonder if someone can go back and just edit out, like, because we have four
Yeah,
storylines different, just edit out all
correct,
together and just
correct.
make each episode, and the finale is as what it is. Volume 2 is just same,
Yeah,
but
that would have
each
been good.
episode is one storyline. I
That would have been
think
good.
the Russian will be the most boring one.
Yeah,
And then
definitely.
the
I'll
Mike
probably skip it.
storyline, like they were not doing anything.
Yeah, Mike is like you just said that if there's someone who's really been hated most, it's Mike.
Yeah.
Uh, just to be like the annoying guy who's there in the show, and mostly because of the Will angle, he's just not been there for either one. Even with 11, he's weird.
He,
Even with Will, he's weird. What is he there
that
for?
feeling that the character doesn't understand what is going on.
Correct.
That feeling that he
Disconnected.
doesn't understand what situation you are in. He's like totally,
Absolutely.
and he was the one who brought in 11,
Correct.
who
Correct.
thought all these things is happening. Everyone didn't believe him. And
Correct.
now he's like, I don't know. I'm just
I
living my
don't know
life.
what's going on.
I'm this chill dude. Like, what happened? Like,
It's
it's the character changed or something.
it's strange. It's very strange. Maybe he's
Uh,
one of the Stranger Things. Ah, title joke.
or a lot of
Yeah, a lot of all
comments.
caps comments right here. Artist is why doesn't Vecna kill his victims quickly instead of walking around like a badass all the time? Yeah, comparing that thing is like
Uh,
comparing Sonu Sood and Dinchak Pooja. Have you watched Hannibal series? It's fantastic. I haven't watched that as well. and to catch up
Uh,
on so many things
there was
that
this
I.
movie, right? The Silence of the Lambs, which they took a scene
Yes,
out
yes,
of.
it's a yeah.
That's the only. That's why I asked you about the 80s thing, because that's the only thing I got about the 80s nostalgia, and the
Oh,
still
okay.
still the show works for me. So that's pretty interesting.
Uh, See, a lot of things in it was probably the Ghostbusters outfits from the last season,
Yeah,
the fashions and the music. Basically, the music also which plays is very much the music from those times. Cassettes.
yeah,
Eddie is going through the cassettes and he's searching for music and he's like, "This is music. It's an Iron Maiden cassette."
yeah.
Um, and you do know, I think, if the people who have tuned in who are into Iron Maiden, the Iron Maiden mascot is called Eddie,
Okay.
right? And there's Eddie Munson. So a friend of mine just recently sketched out Eddie Munson on top, and the upside down image of him is Eddie from Iron Maiden,
Oh, yeah.
which also might be a
That's cool.
throwback, huh? Because you
Yeah,
don't know Duffer Brothers are known to do this. So Eddie is that, and I think these small things from the 80s are a nice feel. The kind of shoes they're wearing, the clothes they're wearing.
yeah,
So, and I think a lot of TV shows across the world nowadays go into nostalgia, even Indian shows. So many of them based in the 80s and 90s nowadays.
yeah.
Gives you a nice feel of that time.
Uh, Stranger Things season 3 was just like Flash season 3 repetitive storyline. You didn't follow Flash, right?
I followed it only till the part where you and I used to share, thoughts in class, and
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that
after
that
that,
long
that was
time back.
long time ago.
No need to get back.
No, so after that I stopped.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I just like season 1. That's it.
Yeah, season one
Even when
was
it,
great.
you can show your son season 1 and then say he went on his adventures.
Yeah,
That
that's it.
there's
That's it.
nothing more.
That's that. Picture khatam.
um, Boys and Stranger Things. Okay, is it writing for Mike that does not make sense? Yeah, it just feels out of place. They never explain us how Papa survived in season 1. Honestly, the Papa, I didn't even remember what happened. And the doctor
Hmm.
who had like taken heir to
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
Like
He
I
was there in
had
the
no
boys as well.
idea.
That
I
actor.
had no idea who these people are.
I mean, they were there in and out all through the first three seasons. But I really didn't give much of importance to both of them all this while. So they were there. So even that entire sequence with her being retrained, I was like, yeah, okay, this Papa guy sounds like a creepy whatever, but turns out he's more of an empathetic whatever villain or hero. He's not hero, a good guy or bad guy.
Yeah.
And then in the end, there's that helicopter that she brings down. Okay, it's one of those action scenes that you need to show. Uh, that's the thing, right? The last two episodes, that's where it went off for me. But I like
Uh,
I like that we have a comment here. I hope they do not bring back 008. Number 8 was Kali, wasn't it?
I think it was 006. In season 3,
Yeah.
like Elle goes to meet a girl who's
Yeah,
also,
yeah. That
yeah.
was 6 or 8.
I
Her name is
think
Kali.
6. I don't remember. That I
Yeah.
hated that storyline. It
Yeah,
didn't
that
make any
Indian
sense.
girl.
Yeah.
They forgot about 8 storyline. I think that's the one. And they will definitely go. In fact, that reminds me, in the boys also, there was that one girl in the asylum who just is able to crush everything with her hands like Magneto, and she just escapes from season 2.
Yeah.
There is a theory that she's going to be back in season 3. Sorry to bring
Oh,
back boys
yeah.
again.
They never brought
Yeah,
it back.
because they
Okay.
got Love Sausage back.
Yeah.
They got a lot of others, but she was not shown.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
yeah. So I think
Uh,
Kali, I think that character was 8, that Indian girl called Kali, and she's going to be back. I think in the last season.
let's see.
Even
Uh,
that was a waste episode, huh? In that season of Stranger Things, where she goes to meet this girl and she comes back totally punk and goth in that black leather jacket.
Season 3 was, nah.
That was 3 or 2, whichever was the
I think it
season.
was
I get
3.
confused.
Yeah.
3.
3. That's where we even get to introduce to Murray.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
where
As
the
the
like
under,
Russians come in.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But I did feel the way they broke down volume 1, volume 2, because I felt the episode 8 in volume 2, the first episode in volume 2, that is more like a big cliffhanger, because at the end 11 destroys the helicopter and she leaves from
Yeah,
that place, and there Vecna is showing everything to
yeah. Nancy.
Nancy. And that's like such a, and she's like, I'll destroy everything.
Yeah.
There's just such a big cliffhanger, and you have to wait for a month to watch. Like that should have
Right.
been that episode. And
Right.
even next episode is just 2.5 hours long. Could have broken down to 2 episodes.
Correct. Correct.
When 11 shows up there, right, to fight.
Correct.
That's a great ending. Just end this, cliffhanger and move on to the next episode. Why 2 hours?
Right.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either.
Uh,
I think this mid-season finale thing, Better Call Saul did so very well. I don't know if people here are following Better Call Saul. It's a fabulous show, and they also had a mid-season finale. There was a break for a month, and then they came back with a new episode just last week. Fantastic way to end the mid-season finale, and fantastic episode to follow that up last week. Amazing writing, and that show is also ending with this season. So it'll be a few
Okay.
more episodes till it's done.
I think Netflix just doing this 1 month break so that people buy 2 subscriptions to
Correct,
watch it.
correct. They wait. Correct.
Yeah.
They don't disconnect their subscriptions.
I don't know, like, how weekly works for them or not. Like, if Stranger
Yeah.
Things was weekly, right? 9 episodes at 9 weeks, 2.5
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Like, are they willing to do that? Because I don't know.
So it's something like Stranger Things. They can try it because we all know the story behind Netflix is.
It doesn't work for every show, but at least for Stranger Things, which is because I think
Yeah.
Disney uses so well. Every Wednesday, it's a hype train for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every show, even like when Obi-Wan Kenobi was going on,
Yeah.
every weekend, like people just talking about that.
That's right. That's
So I don't know, like what they're thinking. I think
Yeah.
they have even said that out loud that they'll never do it. They want to go with a binge.
Netflix won't do this.
Yeah, weekly thing. They
Oh.
are not interested.
Oh.
So I don't know. Maybe.
They are doing that with a few shows. I think Better Call Saul being one of them. There was a few more shows like these. I think Umbrella Academy.
I think
also.
Money Heist also.
Money Heist was
Money
a
Heist
weekly
had 2 volume.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Money Heist Korea, which I'm not watching, but I think even that's a weekly.
Yeah.
They are doing it, but not for many shows. Yeah.
Some says Vecna needs a body and might take Eddie's in Upside Down and can be back in season 5? Question mark. He was Adrian's favorite. See, I think that's cheap because if that happens, I'll not be happy because the death he got was epic and like a big moment. Like you don't undercut that moment and just bring him back like that,
Yeah, but for fan service, if they do it, then you know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. But they shouldn't have killed him off in the first place. I just felt so sad.
Yeah. That,
And
like, I don't know. That, like, why?
exactly. But that Master of Puppets sequence was probably the best ever metal performance on screen on any TV show. Oh, by the way, someone is saying India won the match.
Are, great. Thank you so much.
Meanwhile,
They are planning spin-offs from Stranger Things. Yep. Let's see what
Is it?
happens. I think they established their production house Upside Down.
okay.
So let's see.
So there's going to be
They're doing a lot of
Stranger
things.
Things
Have you
voice.
seen Death Note, the anime?
I haven't. I haven't.
So I think they are making a live action adaptation of that.
Wasn't there already one which was on
Oh
Netflix?
my god. That was a film,
Yeah.
and I actually made a video about why that sucked because they just Americanized it and made it like Spider-Man and
Oh.
like that guy is a loser. So the best thing about Death Note is that our main character, he's the most intelligent, most fit, the best human being
Huh.
in the world.
Huh.
And that's what makes the story interesting, for a change. You always feel like someone who's flawed and all. But the point that this guy is the best human being in everything, studies, he's a college student. He's amazing. He's the best person, And then what happens to him, the story. That's the story. And they just flip that, he's a loser. He was just to impress a girl, and they ruined the whole movie thing.
So I think this new remake, this new whatever version will be true to the comic.
It's a series, so hopefully it's better. But the anime is the best. It's on Netflix. You can check it out.
Sure.
But it's just outstanding. Like the visuals will blow you. Like even if you turn off the music, right? The visuals, there's a dynamic energy that shit, you feel it.
Nice.
So and small episodes, 20 minutes each episode.
That's best. I missed that.
I only 36 episodes. That's it. Done. The whole show.
Sorted.
I hope they did not. Okay, we talked about that. No, they just shelved it because it got bad backlash from fans. Okay, number 8. It was season 2. People are saying,
Season 2, that's right. Season 2. 3 was one where he sacrifices himself seemingly at the Russian reactor.
yeah.
Uh,
Breaking Bad prequel, right? Better
yeah,
Call Saul.
that's the
Yeah.
one. Better Call Saul is a Breaking Bad prequel, which might
Ozark was
also
split into.
connect,
Okay.
which might also connect to after Breaking Bad.
Okay. Umbrella Academy thoughts. Rikesh is asking.
I I just finished watching the last episode yesterday. I was a little slow on Umbrella Academy. I didn't enjoy this one as much as I did season 2. Season 2 was fantastic. Season 3 was so slow and so mopey. It finally starts picking up the action only towards the end, and by then you're just watching it. Could have
I
been so much better.
I've only seen season 1, and I'm like, no,
No, so
this is not
season
for
2
me.
was really cool. I know what you mean. Season 1 was also very slow, but season 2 was really nice. Season 3 was again very
As
slow.
in, for me, I think it was just became too predictable and too much convenient writing. Like,
Yeah,
I can just like destroy the script with my
yeah,
hand. Like
yeah.
it's that just anything is kind of happening, and I
Right,
like I didn't connect with any character in that show.
right,
So I'm
right.
like, I don't not interested. And anyways, I have so much stuff to see.
I know, I know.
So
You have your hands full.
have you watched Cobra Kai? I have not yet,
I
but
haven't
I've
seen it
heard
either.
good stuff. Yeah. She thinks. Do you think there are too many characters?
In Stranger
Like
Things?
Bobby Brown already said in an interview, they need to kill people.
Yeah, and now that they're saying, don't worry, we are not introducing more new characters, is what the Duffer brothers have said now. Yes, I think there are just too many of them, too many arcs going on. Now we have that other long haired dude. What's his name? The pizza guy? Uh,
Let me just see. It's with A.
Guy is in comments,
Uh,
yes.
Argyle.
Argyle, that's the
Yeah.
guy. So we have him. Of course, he's not. I don't think there's going to be any arc with him unless they want a Bill and Ted kind of an adventure with the this guy, Nancy's boyfriend. But I don't know. There's just too many characters. I agree. You just
Yeah.
lose count later.
And what about Vecna? I like that we had like a villain, for the
Yeah,
first
there's a
time.
villain, and I like the fact that they wove that with number one.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming. Till a good part, I didn't see that
I
coming.
didn't know that.
Uh,
Was it character there in the previous season?
no,
No, right? Okay.
no, he wasn't. He was mentioned, but never shown. They first show him as a attendant. What's that? Orderly. Then they show that he's actually number one, and then they show that he's become Vecna, which is pretty. I love that part. And
I
then they
think,
weaving
yeah.
no, and then they're weaving that entire backstory of Victor Creel and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
murders, and that guy was Robert England who played Freddy Krueger in Nightmare
yeah.
on
Okay.
Elm Street. And they actually have that theme also running in it where वो सपने में आता है नींद में आता है and then he
Yeah.
talks to whatever. Very very nice throwback. They got Robert England cast for Victor Creel, and so they wove that, wove number one, wove everything together as Vecna, which was pretty cool.
From the trailers, when I saw that this time we'll have a personality and everyone's guessing who it is, I actually didn't want it to anybody. Actually,
Mm.
wanted it to be just like a creation of the upside down, like
Mm.
like a something from the nature kind of thing.
Right, right.
I like maybe I just find that idea
The
more
the
compelling.
the swamp
Yeah,
thing
kind
of
of thing.
Upside Down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, they got a human backstory also to that.
I'm fine with it. I just maybe personally I just find that more
And
attractive.
he's created everything. Now it turns out
Yeah.
he's created the mind flayer and every other creature we have seen so far.
And people, I think, making TikToks and reels about it, that you can hear that clock
The
sound
chimes
even
all
in the
throughout
all
season
throughout
one.
seasons. Yeah.
We need to relook at that. I don't think
Uh,
that I do you think that they would have planned that from season one? I don't think so.
the way next two seasons happened, right? It doesn't
Uh,
feel like that.
no, it doesn't.
It doesn't feel like that. Because I'm telling you, like dark, right? I'm telling you, you'll be like mind blown each episode as you finish the
Sure.
show. Because you're like, how can someone even think about this?
Yeah.
Like, how can people like make it? Like, you question its existence. How is this possible? Okay,
Hmm.
I'll just overhype it for you.
No, no,
uh,
but I will watch it. I have been told so many times, but I've just not gotten around to seeing it.
Glad they didn't kill Steve. Yeah. Do you
so
think
far.
Steve Nancy coming together kind of thing?
They better, yeah. I like that
That's
better
like the
than what's.
biggest, redemption of any character ever.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I really like Harrington. The way he was in the first season and how he became what he is. It's a really nice arc, and I think they should bring them back.
Yeah.
I don't see any future with. Keep forgetting this guy's name. Her current boyfriend,
Jonathan.
uh, Jonathan. I don't like that arc, that couple. कुछ नहीं है.
He
Harrington has
also
a
didn't
lot,
have anything in this season.
nothing to do, nothing to do. This guy has a lot more personality, so I think
Yeah.
I would go for the two of them.
I don't see a happy ending though.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I think it's going to be just sad.
Yeah.
I think Harrington or one of these people are going to die. I don't think there's going to
Uh,
be a Nancy plus with anyone. I think it's going to be both dead or probably something which doesn't. I don't know.
what about Jason? The actor is getting
Jason.
death threats on social media. The
Jason is.
basketball captain.
Oh, Jason. Yes. Oh God. Yes. Yes. What a hateable character, right? I mean,
But
that's again.
like honestly, right? Like if you know, take his shoes, like get into his shoes, he's actually not wrong.
He's not
Like
wrong.
because we know what's happening. We know it's
Yeah.
upside down. We know the
Yeah.
phenomena.
Yeah.
For a guy who like, how can this shit happen? And it's just
Yeah.
unexplained. And Eddie is a lone guy. He plays this kind of
Yeah.
satanic thing, and he do drugs and everything. So it's like very simple to understand. That's what his aim is. But
Correct.
of course, we hate him.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's right. Also because of the fact that the timing that he has with things
Yeah,
during the max sequence in the end, he comes and ruins it. But yeah, you're right. I mean, he has a motive to it. But these people are written in such a way that you just have no other option to hate these guys.
he
Also,
could have been a really good politician. He's very good in
huh,
public.
yes, yes. Again, so many things that we see in these shows is so relatable with what's happening in real life. But yeah, I didn't know this. Huh? He's getting death threats on social media.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Okay.
like people are just crazy.
People can be people.
Dustin, the best character, he's
Best
always
character
right. Like I
again.
don't understand why people don't believe him. Like the moment he says something, just believe him. Like he knows
Exactly.
more about upside
He
down.
is the heart of Stranger Things. I feel Dustin is the
I think
main
Vecna
for
should
me.
go for him.
Yeah.
you know,
True. True.
if just remove Dustin and he had already won.
True. Yeah. The others are just following his lead many times.
Shika says Will needs a good hairstyle next season.
Yeah. That chili bowl haircut is a little too done. Nah? I
You know,
agree.
sometimes also we don't realize that this is happening in 80s, and coming out is not really was a thing. Like
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
today, it's not a big so
Yeah. People
openly
are
thing.
scared to
Yeah.
actually say this. Social backlash wise. But all that set aside, I feel really really sad for him because no one has understood him or listened to him or even given him attention.
Yeah.
His own brother says that in the end, "Ki I am not given time," and just
Even Duffer Brothers.
even Duffer brothers have not given him time. Absolutely right, 100%.
Did you read
So
that thing about his birthday?
yeah, they forgot his
Yeah.
birthday, right? Yeah. Uh, whichever time. How did they get to it?
23rd March, right? So,
Which was
yeah.
shown in the first season,
Yeah. And this
right?
season they like particularly says it's 23rd March because Mike is arriving
Oh
and
yes,
also
and Will is forgotten. There you go. So it's really sad that guy is. But I'm sure he has a lot more to do in season 5. I'm
yeah.
very sure he'll be the one of the main people. In fact, who knows? He might die as well.
Yeah.
I really don't think I don't think they should kill him off. It's going to send a very sad message out there. But he looks the most vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who
He may
knows?
turn out to be the what do you say, surprise card or
He may
something like
be
that.
because he is the one closest connected to the upside down, some way or the other. So I think there might be that connect. Okay, so
Uh
what have we got here?
I
Yeah,
think that's
hairstyle is the
most
last
of
one we
it.
had.
Yeah, I'm also done with it, but looking forward to. Okay, let's just take this. So whenever season 5 comes out, we'll do one more session after it, and we'll take this. Like, how many body counts for you next season?
For Sacred Games?
Yeah,
Sorry, not Sacred Games.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. How did Sacred Games come up? body count as compared to this, how many did we have this season?
One, right? And if you count Max. We didn't
No,
talk about
from the
Max,
main
by the way,
cast.
but
From the
okay.
main cast. From the main cast.
Max is main cast, right?
No. So you're saying from the main cast in the next season, right?
Yeah.
Body count. I see at least three guys going down. I
Okay.
really think so.
3.
Yeah.
Any
I think Will is one.
Okay.
They're going to do something sad with him. I have that premonition about that. I think Jonathan
Okay.
and or Steve Harrington
Okay.
and or so maybe 2 to 3. Let me not just say 3 and or Dala so 2 to 3. Yeah, it's definitely these guys. I feel so.
Hello.
Hey Varun,
Hi,
how
sir.
are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome
So long.
to the show.
Yeah.
He should have been welcoming you, but okay.
That's fine. That's
He's
great.
not that geeky anymore.
He was stuck. He was stuck in the upside down all this while, I guess.
Oh yeah. Finally came off.
Yeah, good to see you here.
Oh yeah. Great to see you.
Keep seeing you on the videos that Nona Prince keeps putting up, but
Oh, yeah.
and of course the Indian Geek Society. But good. So we were just talking about Stranger Things right now, and
Oh nice.
I don't think he has seen it.
I've
oh,
seen.
you haven't? Okay.
I've seen.
You saw season 4?
Yeah, I told you, no, I completed it.
Then
That's
why
why
didn't you
when
tell
you
me?
were saying for the reaction. Because like it has been time now. I saw it like when it came out.
No, I would
You
have
saw
asked
it,
you
like,
to
just
join sooner
2
then,
days
you know.
HLT.
It's okay. But your thoughts on season 4?
I liked it. It's yeah. I mean, it's I think like how everyone is saying that it's the best season after the first one. I think I have similar
Yeah.
thoughts.
After first, I think
Yeah.
it's better than season 1 also.
Yeah, actually, right. I felt it was better than season one. I think I liked how the scope has sort of increased. Like
Yeah.
I know people don't like. I like that there are now like 15 characters and 4 storylines or something going on. And now at the end of season 4, all of them have come back to like Hawkins, and now 5 will be the finale. But I think like good setup for finale too.
Yeah. Summer says Will's painting is a spoiler for season 5.
I
The
don't
3-head dragon.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Will's paintings, which were shown when. Why am I missing this?
He made a
He
painting,
gave
right?
it
He
as a
was
gift.
carrying it.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. The heart. You're the heart, and
Yeah.
he tells Mike that he's the heart. Right. 3-headed dragon. Ah. If it is a spoiler, what will it be? Maybe
I think the
Vecna is created a
final-
bigger mind flare.
Yeah, final kind of.
Yeah,
villain.
I think so.
I love that scene when he makes like a spider out of the
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah.
That's an epic shot.
Yeah. But they've not really explained much about that dust thing as well, right? I mean, it's there even
Yeah.
in that Russian sequence.
I think even Dustin says, right, like Vecna is a 3-star general to Mind Flayer. So they all
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
Mind Flayer is the one, but now we understood no, it's
We
it's
know
him.
that he's created
Yeah.
the mind flare.
But I wonder if we'll get to know what is upside down. Like, why does it exist? Is there a side down also? Sideways,
Sideways. Yeah.
up down.
You never know. That's what might open up so much for season 5.
Going with the spin-off shows, no way. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But
It's all a money spinner at the end, right? So the more you have, the better. Look at what they're doing with Star Wars.
Yeah. So
oh
many
my
spin-offs.
god,
So
you
far.
saw
So hard to give.
Obi-Wan?
I did.
So I'm someone who haven't seen the prequels,
Okay.
and I kind of enjoyed the show.
Yeah. Obi-Wan was enjoyable, but again, I felt it was a filler, honestly speaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
It was a filler show, and the best part of the show was the finale.
Mm.
The finale was the best. That's it.
Hello.
Yeah.
As you can see, he's a big DC fan. Welcome, Sahil.
Literally,
Nice.
hey guys, how are you?
We are good. Sahil meet Abhijeet sir. Abhijeet sir meet Sahil.
Hi, Sahil. Hi.
I'm
I have
doing
never
good.
met
How are you
him.
doing?
Good.
I only met him on internet. But he is from New
that's
Jersey. right now.
Fantastic.
So great guy to let's delve into Miss Marvel.
Yeah, good timing because we're
Yeah.
just going to get started on Miss Marvel.
I think Sahil, you should go first because I actually wanted to know your thoughts because you are a person from
Yeah.
that place. So
And I was also very critical in the starting, like when the promos came in, because I was a
typical
little
of you.
skeptical about how they will like represent
Yeah.
Indians in USA or New Jersey. By Indians, I mean like bases and all that. But yeah, so I'll start with that point definitely. I think I was pleasantly surprised that they were on point on most of the points. I would say I
Okay.
understand that it's not easy to like be on point with with every single thing. How ABCDs. I think I was glad that they used the term ABCD
Yeah.
in the episode 4 or 5,
Oh,
I guess.
and you
Yeah.
told me
And
the
yes, I told you guys that we people like people who come to US from Asia like for education, we are like like just normal like desis in India. People who are born and brought up in like people who are born and brought up in US, like who are like of Desi parents, we call them ABCDs because they're American born confused desis. Because they don't like they are technically being like brought up around Americans, but they look desis, so they are confused. They're always confused, like whether they would like they fit with the desis or whether or are they like just Americans. If you talk about how they talk, how they dress, how they react, how they interact with people and all that, like it's full like how they are like they're this actually very American, but their roots and everything like it's very desis. The food they eat at the food at their homes, that's
Parents are
desi.
lazy.
Their parents are desis, so that's how they're like they kind of live like a dual life. And I'm glad that they showed that part very well. Even when we show like we see the how our friends are in school, even that's a miss. Like she has one female friend like who is a Muslim, and then there's a guy who's white, and there's a very typical
Yeah.
three friend group of ABCD in US. So that was on point. I would say. And I believe I did watch it with some people who have seen Never Have I Ever, and they say that it looks exactly same like that. I have not seen Never Have I Ever, but apparently this was
Varun.
very
It's
similar
not
to
a
what
good show.
they did. Sorry.
It's not that good.
Okay. So apparently the Desi representation is same, is very similar. The storylines and everything same. So I believe did a good job as well as did Miss Marvel. Talking about the superhero part of it, I like how the episode 4 again for every series is the best, and even this had like one of the better episodes
With
in
Farhan
the
Akhtar,
episode
right?
4 with Farhan Akhtar and everything. Uh, but I don't know what your opinion is about the last episode, but I genuinely loved the last episode of the series. Uh, the CGI looked good to me. I heard some people were like talking about that the CGI was not good, but it did it worked for me. The final battle kind of thing was good also. Um, I like the conversation in which they explained how she's Miss Marvel, like the name Miss Marvel, the conversation between her father and her. So that was good. That was new, and love the suit. Love the suit. Suit is just too good.
Have you seen the leaked
It doesn't
picture
look.
from the Marvel set?
Yes,
They
I have
changed
seen,
the
I've seen, I've
suit,
seen, I've
which is
seen. Yeah,
doesn't look that
yeah,
good.
they're changing the suit. I'm not happy with that new suit because I want to see her in this suit first, like
It means
for
a
few
lot more,
episodes.
right?
Sorry.
It means a lot more. The suit means something because
Yep,
it's
yep,
me. Yeah.
exactly. So that's my immediate thoughts about the show. Generally happy with how it turned out to be. The only I think the weak link was the episode 5. I would say it was like why are we even watching it? But yeah, I would say it was a show. I would actually show this show to people who are new to Marvel, like kids and all that. Maybe they will get excited towards this show and all that. But yeah, I think people who are like adults like us, we might have some criticism because it's not a show made just for us. But I think it was good for kids. It was good for teenagers, and I was not a fan of her as an actor in the first few episodes, but till the last episode, I'm okay with how she played this role. So yeah, that's
Okay. Sir?
No, I like the series as way it started. I think it was a very fresh take. Of course, Sahil would know much better, seeing up, people up close and knowing people like that. But I think whatever we've been exposed to, that culture, in the US, Desis in the US, I think, like he said, it we felt represented. I think Gursikandar and I also were mentioning the Desis were represented in a way, like Bollywood is part of it. There's
Shah
so
Rukh
much of
Khan is
Bollywood that
canon.
is, yeah, exactly. So much of it is canon now. Dil Bole Hadippa is canon. Hum Aapke Hain Kaun is canon. But I love the fact that there are these graffiti kind of animations that pop
Yeah.
up in the first two episodes, and it's so
Beautiful.
fresh.
Beautiful.
Yeah, then it loses steam somewhere in the middle for me.
It
That
does.
entire journey to Pakistan, which would have been so much fresher, it still felt so cliched. I get it, because this is again the Westerners telling probably the Westerners a story
Yeah.
about immigrant citizens, whatever it might be. For me, it lost steam there. It picked up decently well towards the end. I think the finale was quite nice. Not the best for me, because I still feel she didn't use her powers more. And that's been one of the criticisms I've read about the show, that she could have used her powers more. It just got a little predictable towards the end. Uh, but again, the post-credit scene or whatever people are talking about, which kind of is a countdown to, I think, the Marvels. Yes, the Xavier, the X angle as well that has come in.
Mutant. Yeah.
That has really built it up well at the end. I think the star, of course, the actress Iman
Villani, yeah.
has done. I loved
Banana.
her vibe, but Mohan Kapoor, yeah, Mohan Kapoor and Zenobia Shroff, why
Hmm.
aren't they getting as much press as what Farhan Akhtar got
Yeah.
for his 5-minute cameo, where he just dies a very random death?
Yeah.
Mohan
Yeah.
Kapoor has acted so well, and he's been around for so long. No one's
Yep.
talking much about both of them. Zenobia Shroff is also a Mumbaikar now. She is obviously in the States, apparently, or what, UK, wherever she is.
Yeah, she
But
was there in that Ek Mein Aur Ek movie.
she was there. Yeah, she was there in that. She was there
Yeah.
in one
Yeah.
movie called Little Zizu. A lot of theater as well. But no one's talking about it. And Farhan Akhtar suddenly got all the news. And I really did not. I found that it's an anticlimax. Fawad Khan stole the show completely in that episode where he
Yeah.
was. Every scene he was in. Yeah, so I feel that was a nice series to watch, and we felt represented. And a lot of our stuff is now canon. But I think it lost steam in the middle for me.
Okay, so I think Varun and me, we reacted to each episode on the channel, and I think one thing we got from our comments is that a lot of people who are not from our culture,
Yeah.
people from US telling us, I don't know anything and I'm just loving the show and it's the
Sure.
best show and all of that, and they're finding new stuff about it. And I think one thing we and Varun have been constantly talking about while watching is like, dude, is this a Marvel show?
Yeah.
What the hell is this a
Yeah.
Marvel show? Constantly, there's things happening. The Bollywood wedding,
Yes.
the Ritwik song plays in, like it just.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is not Marvel. How can this
Yeah.
be Marvel? That's what the feel I got from the whole thing. And yes, I think writing wise, as you said in the middle, the whole plot of the clandestines and the Jinn and the whole superhero angle doesn't work. Except
Yeah.
her getting powers, that's it.
Correct.
All the
Yeah.
world building they tried doesn't work at all.
No, it should have
Yeah.
just been a DIY.
Yeah.
How she is in Jersey itself. We
Yeah.
didn't need that travel
I-
back.
Yeah.
I kind of liked.
I
I
see
think
the
they were.
point.
I think they were pushed
Yeah.
for that thing because I feel. I mean, the thing is, traveling back to India or Pakistan is a huge part of these
OBA.
ABCDs.
That's right.
So maybe they were like, okay, we have to show at least that version
Yeah.
also, like how they come and how those people who live in India and Pakistan
Yeah.
they receive these people. I think that's a huge part of their culture.
Correct.
And what these people do is they rarely go back to India and Pakistan. They go
Right.
like once in 3 years, once in 4 years.
Sure.
It's a huge deal. Actually, like it's a huge deal for their lives. I
Yeah.
think that was not really the intention
Yeah.
of showing it, but maybe they could have shown it in the season 2. That's I
Ah.
would say.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they could
Okay.
have waited for a different season. Like they didn't have to show everything in one season
Everything once
and
season.
like
Correct.
and take all boxes for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it definitely felt like ticking all boxes. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did tick boxes in
we
the
have to
last
talk
episode.
about the food. So there's some pani puri scene which did not really like.
Yeah, we did need that. We did
Like
need that.
she was eating pani puri at some big hotel or something like that. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah,
that's not pani
That's
puri.
very weird. Yeah.
That's same
Yeah.
as having pani puri in US, like in an Indian restaurant or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like, we have to eat it in a restaurant. Yeah.
But like them going to partition, like that was I don't expect from anyone in Hollywood or anything.
Yeah.
So going there and getting comments saying we didn't know anything, we
And they
never
were very
thought
politically
about
correct
this.
also.
Yeah. It's
Strange.
just going there was because my ancestors came from Pakistan, so I have a lot of I've heard a lot of stories. So I'm this show, of course, it's a very sanitized PG-13 version of it, but
Yeah.
and I was wondering how would they show it, because it's very easy nowadays. Suddenly everyone get offended if what they show is
Yeah.
not accurate to some people, but I think they balance it pretty
Did you
well.
guys see that they had a disclaimer also in the starting on the
Not
partition
not on
episode?
Disney Plus, no.
What was the
Not
disclaimer?
on Hotstar. Not on Hotstar.
Okay, I saw it on Disney Plus. There's a disclaimer that some of the scenes might be offending for people. We have no intention, like something like that.
Oh,
I
that didn't
forgot the
show.
exact
Not
line.
not in India. They didn't show.
It was like that was the first screen, like the first frame of the episode was that, and then the show.
Yeah, I
and
think
then the
Varun
whole,
was telling me that.
everything.
We
There
didn't
was
get
a
it.
disclaimer. It was not in India. No.
But they should show it in India also because we are a part of the partition also.
I don't know. I think maybe it was
But
more like
they showed us.
there's something very not objectionable, but like maybe
Unless they
adult
censored
kind.
anything, huh? Unless they have censored stuff in India.
Oh,
I don't think that was
quite possible.
anything.
Quite possible.
We can discuss that now. I think the partition part was very maybe some dialogues or maybe some. So did you guys see that one scene in which a Hindu person comes in the
Rohan
yeah.
comes and gives the
Rohan
milk.
comes.
Which is very
Yeah.
foreign, like a modern name. I don't feel like
Modern-
there was a
yeah,
Rohan
yeah.
in 1940s.
Probably. So and then they're discussing about Hindu and Muslims. So I think
Yeah.
that was the
that was
only
shown.
objectionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think there was anything censored.
So
but
nothing was
yeah,
censored, I believe.
never.
I think
No,
that was the
no,
only
no.
scene which could be censored.
Yeah.
That what Vikram movie they censored the word GST. Right?
What did they
Yeah,
censor?
yes.
Yeah.
I watched it yesterday.
They censored the word GST.
They
Yeah.
censored
That's
in a Tamil film.
They-
They censored the actor saying something about the government, and they censored government. And on Amazon
Yeah.
Prime, in the subtitles, it's like a dash. It's like a fill in the blank.
Yeah.
And he
That's
didn't
so
say
sad.
a party. He didn't say anything. Just said government, and it is removed.
That is so sad.
And in the Hindi version, they have censored a few of the abuses also. I mean, like when they are like they're
You're talking about Vikram?
Yeah, for Vikram.
No, it's not. It's not mute. It's intentional.
It's intentional. Okay.
Yeah,
It
it's
felt
intentional.
muted,
So
but, like,
whenever they are abusing, they have muted the dialogue, but the music.
but they have used the English word
BG.
instead of the Hindi translation. Like
oh,
they have used the English alternate of a Hindi gali. That's what I'm saying.
In the subtitles.
Yeah, no, I did not watch. I watched it like a dub actually. That's why.
Okay. I saw in theaters. They was muted, so I thought maybe they but then I asked everyone. People said every version it's like that. It was intentional. They didn't
Okay, maybe,
put in
maybe,
the
maybe.
bad words. But okay, back to Miss Marvel.
Back to Miss Marvel.
Okay, wait. Let me just go through my notes. Yeah, the partition, like that was just the moment they did that. They mentioned it, I just looked at Varun. Dude, they mentioned it. Oh my god, that's like a big deal. And then to just delve into it and show it.
Yeah.
And I think I talked about it in a reaction also. We got a comment by a person, talking about I don't like the show, but I went through it and it's okay. But I don't really like this anti-British attitude. That if you really cared and you could have made your countries better. Today, if you're still blaming, that means you are not good enough to do it yourself. And I'm like, dude, just watch this video by Shashi Tharoor. Just watch this video, you'll know.
Yeah. He just knocked that out of the park.
That was
Now, in
amazing.
the meanwhile, I think, hey, Farhan's here in the comments. Hi, Farhan. Nice to see you here, buddy. Thank you for the good words.
Oh, Fran is
Yeah,
like a person from the beginning.
I know.
That's great.
He and I had a chat about your channel the other day.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Farhan.
Oh, that's what he said to me, that I had exams and my teacher is very strict. So, okay. So that's what you're referring.
Oh.
Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, Shrikesh says, I was watching Miss Marvel finale and mom was walking side by and she saw the costume and told, nice churidar. You need to buy one for my sister. That's one more thing, right? Like, I love the scene, in episode 1 where she wears her Captain Marvel costume and she looks in the mirror and she herself feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then we have the same thing again in the finale where she, is confident and looking in the mirror. So I really like that turnaround. It's a Marvel show. Ending villain of hero ended up with similar powers. Definitely Marvel show. Yeah, I think it's a lot to do with the way Marvel is constructed, kind of way, because this show had to end with she going to the Marvels movie. So they like there are some kind of limitations what you can do, what you cannot do. So maybe that.
Also, do you think that whole X-Men sort of scene, that mutation scene, that was like a bit last minute because the show had ended and then they showed 1 week later and there's just the
Yeah.
three of them talking and it felt like I don't know, some plan change, something. And
It was
they
one of those
had-
things like if they want to pick up in the future, they will. If they don't, they will not. It was one of those things.
Correct.
It is similar to even for Hawkeye, like how they did not show that Kingpin died,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but there was a
yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
So like they want to bring Kingpin, they can. If they don't,
Yeah.
he's dead.
That's true.
Things like that.
But even I
Yeah.
was one weird thing I find in that scene was she was like in a normal clothes and using her powers. And like this is weird.
She was
like
using
is
her
it?
powers.
Yeah, right. She
Who
was
was-
jumping. She was jumping from top and came down, right?
Oh,
On
Yeah,
that
she
street.
came as
And then
Who
the
are we talking
car.
about? Miss Marvel.
After 1 week
Yeah.
later,
yeah.
she's coming
The
from
scene
top
where they
using
talk
her
about the
powers. She comes
mutation.
down and then the car comes with Bruno and Nakia.
Oh, yeah, very conveniently, no one was watching them at
Yeah,
that
so
time.
I was like, "Duh, everyone know that it's her. and-
Also, her disguise is not like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could see that
it's-
she's.
Yeah.
If you know her in real life, you will.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, you would know. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those kind of things.
Of
I
course,
mean, like,
the Illumin aunties would know.
No, but I was happy the fact that the family knows, everyone knows
Yeah.
at home. Otherwise there's that pressure in these superhero stories.
And
I
it's,
have to hide my-
it had a very Aunt May reaction. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
totally.
okay with it.
Totally.
And even that, right? Like, it's not like she has to be orphan or someone.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that
Or
it's
daddy
like,
issues.
yeah.
Oh, finally.
We just
Finally, some
spoke
non-orphan.
about this earlier. All these shows have daddy issues. This one
Yeah, I
thankfully
hate
didn't.
that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
did you? Okay, the boys.
Surprisingly, for an Indian show,
Yeah, exactly.
for Indian family, they don't have a daddy.
Dude, we don't have daddy issues. Like slippers.
Slipper issue.
I don't know. Like, let me know what you think about it. Is it that we are from like a childhood like violence or just strictness is like a normal thing, so it doesn't really affect us in that way. Like the
You like one
the
chama-
I mean, like,
parents,
we can't
yeah.
even yeah. We can't even like discuss this with our fellow friends because even they are having the same like treatment in their families.
Like it's not a big deal. Oh, your parent hit. Yeah, that's normal. Now today it is. Today
maybe,
like
yeah.
it's like a big issue, but
Even teachers in school. hitting you
Teachers,
today,
exactly. I was going to say.
that
Yeah,
can't
so
be-
Killing a
common.
sideways
So
marker.
common. Yeah, it was so common in school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
can't
know.
imagine that today.
yeah, culture amazing. The way they like when she goes to market with the mother, she's trying
Yeah.
all the bangles and all the nail polish. That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
All this montage. Bruno. Let's not talk about Bruno. No.
Brian was good.
Yeah, I'm
Brian was good.
Brian was good.
I'm Team Brian.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I think.
I felt
sorry,
sad for him. No, sorry, I felt sad for him. Every time he's trying to help her, she's like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
I think it's.
that
not-
is also something left for next season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Do you think
Definitely.
there'll be a season 2?
One joke
they
actually
won't
like shared with me when Imran was like he sees a Nicholas Tesla poster and he says
Yeah.
you are into cars. So it was funny
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that was.
Hilarious it was. And his expression. Bruno's expression to him, like,
Like, that's why we are not friends.
I loved Kamran's expression when he says his name is Bruno and he
Yeah,
realizes
finally
I was
realized.
wrong. It was fun that it's like a brown guy not getting a white guy's name wrong.
white guy's name. Yeah,
Yeah.
That reference is also there.
Yeah, that's the reference. Yeah.
No, so coming to your question, would there be a season 2? I think there will eventually. I don't know, most of these shows, would they have these season 2s anyway?
That's
Most of
fun.
these shows, I feel,
Like
are
Loki's
just-
having
Loki's
one.
Loki's having whatever is having. What happened to Groot, by the way?
Groot.
Yeah,
Groot
it's
is
coming
supposed
out.
to air sometime 2
It's
months.
like a
3
kids
months?
kind of show. I don't think it's like
I think
anything.
this month only. Like, I think I heard July.
Oh,
I mean, it is a
She-
kids show. I don't think it's anything.
It's like a competition to
It's a
Coco
series,
Melon.
I believe. Yeah.
guess who's going to be
So
watching
there's
it?
that,
Or baby,
new
not baby
Baymax
beam or
shorts that came. It's on Disney Plus also. It's
Chota Beam,
the
Chota Beam,
Baymax-
Chota Beam.
no Chota beam. Like there's one more beam, little beam,
Mighty Beam.
Yeah, the
mighty
3D
beam.
one, right?
Yeah, which on Netflix
Yeah.
is number one show
What,
all over the
really?
world. Yeah, it's because there's no dialogues and all, right? So
I think they must be tying it up with RRR and saying that is Beam's childhood.
Shrikesh is like Moon Knight is not having as of now. Yeah, so
Yeah, Moon Knight was such a disappointment for me anyway. I didn't like that show at all, one bit. Sorry, I don't
Yeah,
know. There might be fans.
I think
I liked it
even
bits.
with this
I
show,
liked it
like the
bits.
same problem. It's just the same thing, and every month now there are so many shows like new month, new show.
Yeah.
That's the case that's happening, and then all of them are having the same problem. Like great start, something happens in the middle, finale is okay, and some
Yeah.
set up to some movie or season.
Yeah.
two
Let's
or
see, Mr. Moon Knight. Even in Moon Knight, we got like 20 minutes max of Moon Knight. The video,
Yeah.
out of 6 episodes.
Yeah,
Correct.
And
exactly.
even in this, I believe we got a little. I think I would say half an hour, 35 minutes.
do you
of-
think this
of
show
Miss Marvel.
deserved more episodes? Miss Marvel.
Which one? Miss Marvel?
I felt like 3, 4, 5 were really rushed. Like the whole Farhan Akhtar mentor kind of thing who dies off should have been
Yeah,
2 episodes.
give
at
me 2
least.
episodes of.
So that at least we
Yeah,
connect with him when he died or something, right? Like even he was laughing off it in his interview that they just killed him, and I was like, no, I'm alive. You know when the guy says he's gone.
Yeah.
You know,
When
to
they're
Miss
running
Marvel.
away and
But
passing
I'm
his
like
body.
on set, I just woke up
And
and like,
he's
no,
just-
I'm here. That was.
I
yeah.
mean, not even if you expand those episodes, I feel just the content that was being shown in that was not that interesting.
Yeah,
Like all
not
those
interesting.
episodes could have been used for so much more else.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, like
I wanted them to explain it a more like why are we fearing the jinns? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like I was like, we were like expected to know that we are fearing them, but like why? Like give me a little, at least 3 or
They
4
are not
extra minutes
even-
of. Like,
They are not even jinns. Jinns is just a name people
whoever
called. At that time, people
Yeah,
called
whoever they were.
who were like.
yeah.
They're actually clandestines, like in the technical term. Jinn is
Yeah.
just like a concept of people with like unknown people kind of thing, like aliens,
Yeah.
right? It's nothing
Yeah.
like a term or something. I think that could have been done better or in a better way, but
yeah, definitely.
the villain
But
also
yeah, now
Najma,
the
that whole
problem
thing
is
was so
still the same.
rushed.
That now next month.
But I believe we are like
or whatever,
people like know so like they don't know much about Miss Marvel. Like we can't even like demand a different villain in the movie, like in the show. That's what like
Yeah,
that's how where
That's true.
we are right now.
Mighty Raju, it's called. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, there is a Mighty Raju show. Yeah.
Sir knows everything now.
Yeah, well, guess what? Guess who's going to be watching the Groot show? My 2-year-old.
But coming to I think we talked about the culture, everything is amazing. Cast-wise, we talked about they were outstanding. Iman Vellani is a born superstar.
Yeah.
Like she's just challenging Kevin Feige about which universe is MCU.
Yeah. Yeah,
Come on,
That's
Kevin
amazing.
Kevin Feige knows better than her, definitely.
No, she acts like as if no, it's not the case.
Yeah.
I think recently I think she said on a red carpet that our Earth is MCU is 616, not 616.
Yeah,
that
No,
we are
it's
199999. Yeah.
Oh, she
And
said
then
that.
I think she said then again in an interview she said the next day Kevin Feige just stared at me from far and signaled 616 and just did like this and went, and I think about it every night before I go to sleep. Yeah, but I'm looking at the behind the scene pictures and everything, it's just just fun. All these people were having
Yeah,
fun
I
on
think
sets.
this was like a just first acting role, like not
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
first Marvel,
yeah.
first. In that
Yeah,
sense,
exactly.
it is very good. I would say.
She
True.
was outstanding. But what about the post credit? Let's come to it.
Can
So
we talk
direct,
about the like? I'm sorry. Can we talk about like all those visuals in the background in the entire show? I think that was
I
like
think we
one of the
touched
best things
upon it.
I've
Okay,
seen
yeah,
from
yeah.
Marvel.
But I
I think that was
was,
the best thing in Marvel shows till now.
I
yeah,
had
it
one
totally
worry.
reminded me of Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Exactly,
feel.
exactly. Yeah.
I remember they did it in the trailer, and I was like, "It's just for the trailer, or they're gonna do it in the show also?"
Just
Yeah, even
one
I
or two
felt that.
episodes.
And
That's
I
all they
actually
did.
saw the trailer. I was cutting it out, and the trailer just has scenes from episode 1 or 2. That's it.
Hmm.
And maybe
Those
one
are the
few second shot on the last episode of her with powers. That's it. It's
Yeah.
just I
Right.
love how they cut the trailers, not revealing anything. Like there's no shot of the
Yeah.
partition, nothing like that. So I really like that. But yeah,
But all the text messages they were coming very
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they had like
Yeah,
some
very
I
nice.
was
to
not
the
happy
show.
that it didn't
I kind of
continue throughout the show. But
Yeah,
I guess
that's
it's very
what-
difficult
it came
to
in
go.
last episode.
Yeah,
It
it
came
did.
once in last episode. When they were in the school, I guess. And in episode 5 also they had like it once or twice. So, yeah. Like the frequency did go down, but yeah, in the first three
Like in
episodes,
Pakistan with
like,
the
they had
kites,
so
it
much of
became "Are you free?"
yeah,
That
kites.
was
Yeah,
good.
One
I remember.
sequence there.
That was so
Correct.
good.
Correct.
I want to have
Yeah, episode
biryani
4,
in
yeah.
a
Plastic bag.
plastic bag now.
Plastic bag, yeah. It is a thing in Gulf countries. Like even in Dubai, like in some restaurants, they do give that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today only I had biryani. So okay. But yeah, let's come to the mutation, not mutant.
The
Mutation.
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 What do you guys think?
It's set up to something. Don't know what. That's the same for
but
post
play.
credits also.
I think
set
it's
up.
like it could have been anything, but playing the X-Men 97 music there. That's
Yeah,
like a
Yeah,
exactly.
hint.
That's
Yeah.
the music was
Yeah.
thing.
That's like a big hint.
Yeah.
Like, and also the interesting part, I got to know that in the comics they actually wanted to make Miss Marvel a mutant, but the head of the comics that time was like, we don't have the rights to X-Men now, right? Fox has it. So why do I make Miss Marvel mutant and they get some more storylines?
Oh,
Make her
yeah,
Inhumans.
yeah.
Ah,
And he
oh.
forced
Okay.
stopped X-Men comics run and told them to make more stories on Inhuman. So we have something
I
that
thought
we
you
can
will.
do.
I thought you will say that he was actually a racist, and that's
No.
why he did not do.
No. It was a business thing, but that's a cool theory that like the creator of Miss Marvel said that we want her to be a mutant, but we made her Inhuman because that there was a demand by the
Sana Amanat was actually at the Bangalore Comic Con in 2014.
Okay.
Around the time Miss Marvel was just pretty new. She's actually come to India a couple of times for the Comic Cons, and she's talked a lot about what went behind making this. So I think most of what she said and what seeing the show and what even Sahil mentioned, I think there's a lot of connect there for
Yeah.
that readership and that audience with what she has in
Yep.
mind. And I think for that matter, we all know how superheroes like DCs and Marvels are including various races in their, their
Representation.
yeah. So like you have the Arab Green Lantern, you have the Pakistani Miss Marvel. These various characters are now part of. Even Doctor Fate, by the way, had an Egyptian American guy who was the Doctor Fate. I don't know currently who is the Doctor Fate
Moon Knight
wielder,
is
but
also Egyptian kind of.
Moon Knight is Egyptian.
Egyptian, yeah.
It's a time where they have to show everything together. And Usme now they have to weave in the X-Men and all the mutations and all, which means I think they're just trying to reach out to more people to enjoy these movies and to understand the kind of content they have. And if they do bring in X-Men, which they are going to anyway, I think this, like he said, it's a way to keep that window open. If they want to do it, they'll do it.
Yeah,
Maybe in the
exactly.
Yeah, and maybe in the future, in an X-Men movie or a series, there might just be a cameo with Kamala Khan, and you'll be like, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Captain Marvel? But before that, her her videos she made in the beginning.
Yeah, they never
short
continued on
animations.
that.
Correct.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah, it's
So
Which
lovely
video?
those were.
But they were, sir, we
The
all
YouTube
know
videos
how
she
much
makes.
that time would take, right?
The,
That's not one person's job.
Kamala Khan makes these short videos with Captain Marvel. See, she makes the stop
In the
motion.
that's
first-
how
in the
literally the show starts.
Yeah, remember the
Why am I
shots?
forgetting it? I'm sorry.
Are the
The title montage.
and Tom had
Oh yes, yes, yes,
Ant-Man's
yes, yes, yes.
podcast and everything.
Yeah,
I know, yeah,
Yeah. I want to listen to this
Yeah,
Ant-Man podcast.
yeah.
I have a big, not happy with Marvel with this, that I want to know what's happening.
yeah.
Like, I just want one
That
movie
is
or
my
a
biggest
show.
issue, yeah.
Just tell me after Endgame what happened in the world. What people know, what they don't know, how they got to know. Like, but it just like I'm so confused right now. What is the Tiamat is coming out like this and it's frozen? Does anyone even care
know
about it?
that some purple alien came and he did all this and then
Yeah.
They know, right? Because like,
I don't think they know about time travel. And all.
remember
They probably just
in Hawkeye on the urinal it was written Thanos was right.
yeah. I mean they know,
Like-
but like how do they know exactly? Right?
Like how much
It
they know,
happens
like kind
somewhere
of thing.
in
In Falcon and
Wakanda
Winter
or
Soldier, I think they showed that they had a press conference kind of a thing. So like
Yeah.
I want to know what the real world knows, like
Hmm.
Exactly.
like the
yeah.
context, like what's happening.
It will be like I guess the boys again that like the
I think they had an
superheroes.
opportunity in Hawkeye to show what they know because they were
Yeah.
showing all those plays, but like they had a Broadway show about it.
Yeah.
So maybe they could have like showed a story around that in a Broadway show. Remember they had like an aftergate scene and they had a bad Broadway show. In that
Yeah.
they could have shown what
Yeah.
the audience knows.
And in
Or
that
what the world
Ant-Man is
knows about-
present in the New York battle.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the theories that in 2012 people have seen Ant-Man after the time travel inside in that battle, and that's why they know Ant-Man was there as well.
Like that theory makes no sense to me.
I mean that again breaks their own rule of what they said.
What I feel is like they are just we don't care. We'll not tell you something which later becomes a obstacle for us in telling a story. So we'll only focus on every show Hawkeye just focus on the characters. We are not gonna tell you unnecessary details about the world. And then whether fans we want that, but for people who are not following Marvel as we do, like for them, I don't know what that is. Focus on the story and the characters, and I think that's why they are so famous. Like not famous, they are so successful because they always focus on characters. And from there, let's come to Thor. Love and Thunder.
Wow.
Thunder.
I liked it. I liked the film. I got a lot of negative reviews. In fact, I just did a podcast the other day on this, reviewing it. I liked it because I went in with zero expectations. Christian Bale was wasted. So
Like,
many
gore
issues
is
there.
wasted. Like
Gore,
it's
exactly.
dead.
God is wasted, yeah.
Yeah, but if you go in with zero, you're bound to have a good time and come out.
I think I agree that it's you go in with no expectation. I think
Exactly.
it was fun.
But I would say people
entertaining.
should wait for it to. Someone I know had posted the other day on social media saying wait for it to come on OTT. Don't spend money on tickets. I agree with that post.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
even
surprisingly,
I
I
agree.
also agree.
Even I agree with it.
Yeah, yeah.
For a Marvel movie set in space, it is
Yeah.
a huge thing to say also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I mean, like,
And the
Yeah,
news
you
reports
don't- should
coming
not watch
about
in the big-
the VFX artist not willing to
Yeah.
work with Marvel.
yeah.
and the-
Yeah, I read that as well.
Also, I think Taiki says that he might release the full cut or some director's
No,
cut
no, I
when
don't
when
think
it
he- I
comes in
think-
Blu-ray.
in an interview,
in
he
Blu-ray and
himself
all.
said director cuts are nonsense and people should control directors at some point. He himself said it, so I don't think so. He just said that
this film-
if something was deleted, there was a reason. So it doesn't make sense of releasing it with
Yeah,
deleted scenes
those
and
scenes
all.
were not good enough. I
Yeah.
think that's what he said.
I think most people are saying most of the scenes were cut out. I think there was a scene with the Peter Dinklage's character from Endgame. There was a scene with what's his name?
Grandmaster.
Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Oh,
Goldblum.
Yeah.
I mean, those make sense, because they are not really gods. So even if God was killing them, he's still not killing gods, really.
So basically, like most
Yeah,
scenes are cut out
that's
because VFX was not done. Like there was a scene of Jane Foster, becoming Thor, like first time,
Yeah,
and then just cut from there, like, and they even like they're behind the scenes of her, flying, like they're shooting it on all. So I think it's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Like I think Phase 4 has been really, like, it's, the movie is not as bad as a Black Widow. It's not a mess as a Eternals for me, but it is potential. It had too much potential, and it feels like they wasted all of it.
Yeah.
You know, just for jokes.
And
Like,
also in the middle of it,
I mean,
we
yeah,
got
this-
No Way Home, which was like a fan,
Yeah.
like I mean, like it was just for the fans and everything.
Yeah.
So now we are neither getting an Endgame kind of a movie, nor we are getting a No Way Home. So that is it. That is
you know,
I think
but
that is where
I'll
the fans
argue
are, right?
we got Endgame like after 10 years of a build up. You know,
Yeah, but
No,
it took
by
10 years of a
Endgame-
build-up.
yeah.
Yeah, by 10. But the point is now these movies also have a 14 years of build-up, if you think about it.
But it's like,
Right.
you know, you have to start from scratch. You have to start from scratch. Maybe
like,
that's why. I don't know.
mean,
Like, you know, it's like Marvel
I
is
have
become
one
too
argument
big that it's
that-
killing itself now. That's
That
what I
is true.
feel now.
But my argument is, why did we all want to go for a movie like Thor or Eternals or Shang-Chi for the first show? Why? It is because of
yeah.
that build-up only. So it is genuine for us to ask for that expectation. I mean, if these movies were like did not have that build-up, we would not go for the first show. We would maybe watch it on OTT. Maybe we watch it on the second week.
Marvel has spoiled us.
Maybe, exactly. Like they did ask us for the first show movie, like kind of their experience, but now they're not delivering it.
I get it. But yeah, too many jokes. Goat jokes. Goat screams.
Too many of them. Now Thor has become a caricature.
A lot of people said like he's dumb. I think the best Thor I've seen in the MCU till now is Endgame.
Yeah.
I think the way they deal with the
Oh, yeah.
humor, but there's that sadness a part of that is life.
Even Infinity War was good.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah,
Infinity War
yeah.
was good.
Like the way Russo brothers had to come back.
So, but like, just somehow managed to like.
I
I
think
mean, I
they
feel like
know-
at this point,
Yeah.
going in
Varun.
with
I
like
have the same
zero
argument for even.
expectations
I have
every
the same argument for even for Peter Parker. Like the Peter Parker Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland Spider-Man. I like him more in the Russo brothers movies than in the John Watts movies. Any
Solo
day. I would. Yes, I would choose the Civil War. I would choose Infinity War and Game any day over his trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there are more emotions to him. There are more. I don't know. I think that emotional argument is more than enough. I mean, like
Correct.
when his death and his comeback in Endgame, his death in Infinity War and his comeback in Endgame. We never got those two kind of level of scenes in any of his three movies.
Correct.
Amit is saying, what do you think of Lord of the Rings, the Ring of Power changing Galadriel to a warrior when she wasn't one in the books? I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I don't remember the
What
names
was the
now. I
comment?
need to brush
What
up.
is the comment?
Oh, Galadriel, I think that's Kate Blanchett's character, right?
I have no idea.
Is
man.
it just Stranger Things?
No, it's
No,
Lord of the Rings. The
Lord-
Rings of the Power
Rings
the
of
show
Power.
coming, right? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Amit.
Yeah.
They had
I mean,
a
I'm
few-
talking about the original movies, but yeah, no.
Yeah, Galadriel, I think, is Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Marvel needs to deconstruct which should reduce the huge number of characters and worlds. Also, please end the 6-episode show. Make them at least 10 episodes. And also with Marvel, I think the issue is that suddenly every show and every movie is setting up something big, cosmically big.
Yeah.
You know, Eternals is setting something else altogether. Yeah. Moon Knight, the
Gods,
gods. You
all
know, Thor, Love and Thunder, there's a god and all. You know, there's eternity, love, and every episode is creating some new mythology. We're just getting overstuffed with information. I think that's one of the issues in Phase 4.
Yeah.
Like
And
even
leading nowhere.
yeah, even Black Widow, the whole Black Widow program, and then there's a flying spaceship in sky hidden from everyone. Like
Yeah, that
what's
was like-
wrong? What is happening?
I think Marvel wants us to like forget that. I think that's why they made a bad movie. Like they want us to forget it.
Best part was Thor telling Rocket about losing everyone, but mixing a comedy in about fighting with Thanos. Like they're that humor in a way, but there's that seriousness then helps the humor. It's like going in hand. But in Thor, it felt like I won't be serious, man. This is like I want to feel something Don't crack a joke every damn time. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah. What are your thoughts on Black Panther? Wakanda Forever. Like and you know,
I
sir, you know, right? How Varun is a big Marvel fan.
Yeah, of
Last
course.
time he told me, and now he doesn't feel like he's a fan anymore. That was fed up.
Marvel
Welcome
or
to the DC
MCU?
side.
Marvel or
Yeah.
MCU?
No, honestly, I'm hoping that this year, by the time this year ends, I'm 100% sure that this Top Gun Maverick and Avatar 2 will be the highest grossing movies. And I
Triple
think
R.
that will definitely be like a wake up call for
Triple R.
Marvel, or Disney rather, not Marvel. And like they need to change that strategy. It's too much content is coming out these days. It's literally too much. Like they will themselves bring in the superhero fatigue
I
or
think
whatever.
they're insecure. They don't want to like leave the market.
Hmm.
Like they don't want to vanish away from the market.
But
Like I mean, like
isn't
at one
Miss
time they had
Marvel
like
refreshing? Even if it's superhero, it's refreshing. But I think still the superhero part is what
but
is
you know how
boring.
the reviews have been, right? The
Yeah.
reviews have gone down. It
Yeah.
is
No,
the second.
reviews
You
are
know, I
good.
think
I think
on IMDb,
public.
IMDb, it is the second worst show.
No, that is review
Yeah.
bombing now. I think on Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes is the highest rated MCU
Huh,
property.
but that does affect the business. That does affect the business. I mean,
I
like
don't know.
think about like at Kevin Feige level, like they will rethink of the season 2 over maybe Moon Knight or
Yeah.
I don't know Loki and other shows.
Hmm.
So
But what
even
about
if it was realistic for us, it might not be a good business idea to have a season 2.
probably? But what about Black Panther? Kind of like, you know, I really get the sentiment of not casting T'Challa again because Chadwick Boseman was amazing, but I feel like we haven't told enough stories of T'Challa
Yeah.
to let the character rest forever.
So what are they doing with it? I mean, I'm
I
very
have
curious
no
myself.
idea. Like I think it's
Maybe
like
No,
Shuri?
but
so they're not gonna show him
I
at all.
guess.
They have said
Yeah.
that to
Yeah.
respect him, and they're not gonna kill the character also of T'Challa in the canon.
That's
Like, I don't know
what like
How
I
Black
think he
Panther
will
versus
go
other
into
Black
some
Panther.
sort
like.
of coma or something like that, and they will just say, "Oh, he has become enlightened and whatever. He has gone to another realm and whatever something."
Ancestors
So he's
plane.
not
Like,
going to.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gone
it's
to another
such
plane.
a sad place
Yeah.
to be. Like, but I don't know. Hopefully.
No
And
idea
that's
what
it.
what
Most
kind
likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can they do?
But on
I
the
think
other,
Shuri-
I think, yeah, Shuri becoming would be very political character also. It will work for them. Like it will be a good way.
actors is not very political.
That is an issue. Yeah, I have
But
that.
I don't think Disney pays them enough money that they will shut up on Twitter or whatever. So yeah.
I recently
I
saw
think
Nadal won,
that
right? The something recently. Rafael
No,
Nadal.
he got
No, not
injured.
Nadal.
He left.
No, who won?
He got injured.
Whoever won it was a guy who didn't go to Australia Open because he said I'll not take vaccine.
Djokovic.
Yeah,
Djokovic.
he
Djokovic.
won,
Yeah.
and someone was comparing that he stood by his principles, and he's just like Muhammad Ali, who didn't do it because of
Yeah.
racism. Like he took a
Correct.
step and something about war something. Like how can you
Yeah.
compare two things about principles and all? But anyways, let's just. All right, let me do something. So, what are your predictions for San Diego Comic Con? Sir, I'll start with you because you are a Comic Con veteran.
San Diego Comic Con is one place I want to go. I've never been there, but San Diego Comic Con, I think we're gonna see a lot of. Anyway, Black Adam is gonna have a lot of reveals there.
Yeah.
I think all these movie titles that we talked about, forthcoming ones, will have some super amazing trailers and as always, interviews being put out there. There will be reveals. So I'm looking forward to that. I get a feeling that we might get some DC Flash trailers also.
Ah.
Sorry.
Like
I know
it will like so awkward. Like
it will be very awkward, but they'll do it because they have said that we can't shell this movie right now because we spent so much on it.
Yeah. They can't
think
even
they might-
recast because
Nah, they won't.
he's
It's almost
Ezra
done.
Miller's
The
in
film is
every
done.
scene of the
Yeah.
film, and he's playing
Exactly.
two characters.
Two characters. So I think they'll do something there. I'm very sure some damage control will happen.
But Black Adam trailer looked very. I don't know. I have not read the comics, but it
Yeah,
looked
very, very ordinary.
Dwayne Johnson kind of movie,
Yeah, it
like
looked it didn't look-
Skyfall and all typical, right?
Yeah.
Not Skyfall.
I'm looking
Skyscraper,
forward to
whatever.
the supporting characters, Atom and
Yeah.
Doctor
Dr.
Fate.
Fate.
All this.
Yeah.
I'm more
Doctor,
excited
yeah.
for that than Black
Yeah.
Adam.
Definitely, yeah.
I don't think we'll get any new announcements from them, except if we get some James Gunn spin-off TV series of Peacemaker season 2.
It's a good, yeah.
Shazam
Peacemaker
updates
would be
maybe.
Yeah, maybe a trailer
Yeah,
teaser
Shazam.
because it's coming this year only.
Yeah.
Uh, But I think DC
Hope
will
so.
not have a big impression this year.
Yeah.
But I think the TV shows, the TV shows also just one to
I
one.
mean, the Flash has become popular for other
Yeah.
reasons. So if the trailer
Yeah.
comes out, of course, it will get a lot of talk going on. But yeah,
So they've
Not
already
the reason that
cancelled
they
like
want that.
4-5 shows, DC TV shows. So I think that's also coming
Yeah.
to an end, and they may announce a last crossover they are planning. I think like a big crossover for
Yeah,
it.
okay.
But I think that's it for DC. But Marvel, I think that will be a big after 2 years they're coming back. I've
Yeah,
heard
I think the
rumors about
animation part
Fantastic
is-
Four
3
cast
years.
and director announcement.
Yeah.
So that'd be quite epic.
No idea. I think they have their slate full anyway.
I think some more new shows, some more
Ah.
season ones. That's what you're gonna get.
Because if you notice the title montage, the Marvel title montage, logo montage,
Yeah.
it shows the TV shows now in it. So I
Yeah.
think they're gonna have a lot of those. She-Hulk is gonna land this week, right?
Next in August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought July.
That's an
itself.
office.
Yeah. So we have some rest time
Yeah.
from Marvel.
Yeah.
Also, there was a rumor that Marvel approached James Cameron for Fantastic Four. James
Whoa.
Cameron?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
get Spielberg,
I've
Cameron. I get
right?
just mix up with it. Varun, you tell.
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
it Cameron, right?
I don't think directors like that, big directors, will do films like.
I would lose my shit if Martin Scorsese is doing like a. Is there some gangster character in Marvel?
Punisher.
I doubt.
Punisher.
Oh,
Kingpin,
Punisher
Kingpin,
would be amazing.
Kingpin.
Kingpin,
Yeah.
Kingpin
Yeah.
solo.
I would lose my mind if they announce a Thanos like a limited series, like his.
They are for leaving the past behind. I don't
Leaving
think they'll
Thanos,
ever
yeah.
come back.
They are like.
They made a joke about him in What If, no?
Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
that's
No,
fine.
they are like.
Twice.
You know.
Twice.
Twice, yes.
No.
Goddamn
So
person.
Varun is saying Marvel is like Ben Solo. Let the past
Yeah.
die.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Star Wars. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like right now they don't make any new announcements. They already have so many things announced, like that X-Men animated series continuation, all that. Like they will just show.
They have
new
a
stuff.
Spider-Man also, no? Some animated
Yeah, some
series.
Spider-Man animated show, new
I
show.
forgot the name
They're
of
having
it.
a different section for the animated shows, right?
Spider-Verse
two?
sequel
Yeah.
is going to be out sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah, next year, I
Spider-Verse
think,
sequel. That's
2023.
still like an awaited film.
I'm not really sure, man. I think they just hit gold in the first time, and I think it was just the uniqueness of, and of course
Yeah.
the story was really good, but I don't know if can it really work the
It
second
happens,
time around,
yeah.
or either
We'll
they
probably
invent
be having
something
the-
new, something, right?
We'll probably be having Pavitra Prabhakar in it this time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
rumored.
yeah.
Or
That's,
Govinda.
That's actually I'm interested. Like,
Govinda.
There's no positive news for Black Panther 2. Major changes leaving the movie due to scheduling issues. They should have recast Black Panther rather than just okay. I'm really looking forward to Namor and seeing indigenous culture. That will be interesting.
Yep.
Do you think they'll have a MCU Indian superhero movie in Phase 5? There's no MCU Indian character, right? Indian
No.
superhero. So
No, there were some supporting ones.
there was
but,
Chakra, right?
Yes, yes.
Stanley's.
Chakra
Chakra was there,
becomes not part of the MCU. It becomes
Yeah.
a very different
Yeah.
type.
I think Snyderverse won't be restored, but I really hope for it to be restored without the competition from DCU. Marvel has taken a backseat, and do you
that
think?
is
I don't think
potential.
it's Snyder's coming back.
No, I don't
the
think so. He
ship
said
has
it
I
sailed
think
himself.
he
over.
did
I'm done.
his thing, right?
He's
Yeah.
done, right? No way it's happening again. Just think if they announce Henry Cavill back in DCU. Oh man.
Yeah.
Which would be a good
That's
thing. But
yeah.
I don't think that's happening also.
After
Did you
the
see that they had a tweet of Rock? Like it went viral about Superman being in
Yes.
Black Adam or something like
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
that. Was that a reference to Henry Cavill or was it just a reference to Superman?
I mean,
Just a Superman
I
reference.
think it will be like Shazam, like a headless,
Yeah.
just body, or
Peacemaker?
like from far. he's
Or like
flying away.
Peacemaker, like
Oh,
just
yeah.
flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally shot.
Shadows and shadows.
They literally shot Batman and Cyborg during the when they shot it, and they removed it in post production because
Oh,
Warner
good
Brothers
idea.
I
was
haven't
not.
seen Peacemaker
Okay.
yet. I
Oh
know
shit!
I'm missing out on
Spoiled it.
that. Yeah.
Spoiled it.
Please
Yeah,
watch it.
I
It
know.
was so good.
I know.
It's actually
I
not
know.
a spoiler, so
So he has not seen
Actually,
Dark
better
than
also.
one.
So I told him watch
I'm not
Dark
seen
first.
Dark. I'm making a list of things I have to watch.
Oh, did you
But-
see the Suicide Squad, the one
Yes,
that came last?
yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I like
Peacemaker
that.
was better than many of the Marvel shows. It's coming from a Marvel fan.
Easily.
But
So
and-
even the Suicide Squad, I think last year it was one of my most favorite. Like,
It was. It was a very nice, fresh
Yeah.
take on the Suicide Squad.
so I think what we have discussed till now, all of us are little like tired with Marvel. Do you think there can be anything, according to you, any announcement that will just blow your mind, that can
Yeah.
bring you back and make you excited again?
I mean, we are past the announcement phase. Like, I already got
Yeah.
excited with the announcement. Now do the thing properly.
Deliver
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
delivery. Yeah,
All right. All right.
So no announcement will make me that.
yeah. Trailers actually don't excite me anymore now. I mean, like I watch a trailer, even if it is good or bad, it makes me feel the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember I did comment in the WhatsApp channel also that I was okay with the Thor trailer, but that did not affect my view of the movie at all.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
she'll want a good movie over the good trailer.
All right. So, just one last thing I had, that we talked about The Boys, Stranger Things, and Miss Marvel. And all three, if you see, they are quite political. Somewhere, Boys is, of course, is a satire. Stranger Things also incorporates some stuff. Like, how, like one character is like, saying something and everyone just believes him because, it's like witch hunt they start. And even in Miss Marvel, of course, when the DODC enters the mosque and everyone just removes their, and the racial profiling and everything. So I think, do you think like this gonna, because like, oh, the show is woke, so I'll not watch it. That these kind of things are going around. So do you think it's good that's happening, or it's like a natural
good.
thing? It happens in every show or movie because cinema is reflection of our society.
Yeah, I mean, it should happen. I don't see anything wrong with it. And the people who are saying that they won't watch it, it's very, very small percentage. Like literally, very. It doesn't affect any ways to any movie, any show, whatever. So, yeah,
I think they're also replaced by people who want to watch these shows.
yeah, and
Like,
that.
who will watch it for this reason only.
Yeah, true.
But I'm not a big fan of if people are just ticking boxes in a show for this.
Yeah,
like,
that.
oh, hey,
That's.
let's bring all nationalities, let's bring all the entire LGBTQ. I think
Yeah, taking
that becomes
box.
too much. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
natural at all.
Yeah.
So have a good
Uh,
balance of like focus on the storytelling first. I think that should be
True.
the primary focus, not this.
Which is where Miss Marvel is still a good example.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did a good job.
Any Game of Thrones fans here?
Not me.
Okay.
I'm not
Sorry.
Lord of the Rings is getting a lot of backlash because they are changing their ethnicities and gender and all of that.
I don't.
The
I
fan
don't
club is
even
20 years.
remember, so-
The fan club is 20 years old now.
But I think that's it. We'll wrap it up here. And I think we'll invite Sir again for that session we are doing of ranking all MCU films.
Awesome.
That
We
was
did,
really
right?
fun.
That
No,
was
we'll do
the
when
best.
Phase
It
4
was
ends,
so
and we'll
fun.
include all the TV shows
Oh.
also. So it'll be
Amazing.
more fun.
Looking forward to that.
Sal.
All right,
Not
guys.
time.
You should definitely come.
If you enjoyed, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. Check out Abhijeet Kenny. The links to his profile and website is in the description below. And thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time. Keep being out.
Thank you guys. See you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye bye, everyone.
All right. See ya. Bye.